Alright, hello everyone. So, it has been quite a while. Today we have the Grey Goo Gauntlet number 13. And yeah, the tournament is about to start. And yeah, just a little disclaimer, this is on a new PC and I have not set up a lot. Like all my scenes are gone. 1 second, I need to explain something. Okay, let me finish up the brackets now. We have actually 7 players, so that is quite exciting. Alright, the seats are final. Alright, yeah, so we have a little bug in the game right now, which means the spigots refresh faster, which means Goo can accumulate more of their saved up resources, I guess, so they can hide on hills for long and stuff like that. And it's easier to, in general, macro them. But yeah, shouldn't be too huge of a deal, though. Of course, we will probably get rid of that after the tournament. Let's see. Take a look at the brackets. We have Salami playing. He literally, like, normally when I post the announcement that the tournament is about to start, it's like, sometimes I ask if someone wants to join, but I never expected, but Salami did, so it's nice to see him again. We have Vorp, Mermixer, of course, mainstays. Mermixer probably the favorite today. We have Gorthauer, Timpan, Tommy Gun, and Quintania, aka Drifty. So yeah, it should be a nice tournament. And yeah, I think we should definitely start with Vorp vs Mermixer. That should be the highest level of play. Yeah, I think that should definitely be the match to go for. Also, please let me know how the sound is, because yeah, new PC, new everything, I don't know. I've made it a little bit quieter than usual to, prevent background noises and stuff. So yeah, if the sound is too low or something, let me know. Okay, looks like we will cast with Salami a little bit, because he has the first round bye. And yeah, will be really exciting to see, because we had so few Warp mod tournaments. And I think it's such a huge difference. It's so fun. So I can't wait to see more action on that mod. So yeah, the players are doing their vetoes at the moment. Actually, I should also ensure that I have the mod running as well. Just so we have the proper interface adjustments as well for us. Hello.
Minute.
Yeah.
Just tell me when I need to join the observer, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have best of 3 until the finals, which is best of 5, and we have double elimination, so if it goes to the reset, we have a best of 3 reset afterwards. By the way, thanks for the follow. Saucy Sausage Boy. Fascinating name as well. We could also join this one, but that would actually be also quite exciting.
Sorry, what did you say? Should we join this one or what?
No, we don't join that one. I just
okay.
want to stream a little bit.
I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Alright, now we need to wait for Salami to return. And then we can finally start the action.
Okay, I'm here.
Alright, the lobby's open.
Okay. I hope it will download the map automatically. Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So do you know all the changes, or should I explain a little bit?
I read everything already, brother. I also played the games already.
Oh, we have cross spawns.
Say something?
Just said that we have cross spawns.
Okay. I'm just checking my OBS settings.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, so I hope it's not gonna bother you, but I need to do a little introduction here. So welcome everyone. Today we are casting Grey Goo with Extractor. This is my old game I played back in 2014, 2015, and Extractor was one of the guys who most likely spanked my ass, or I spanked his ass, his little human ass, or my little goo ass. And you guys can see, and Extractor gonna introduce the player soon, so listen to this fella.
Sure, okay. So in the top right, we have the human player known as Vorp, and in the bottom right, we have Mermixer playing as Shroud. So yeah, Mermixer is probably the favorite for this tournament since he is currently one of the best players, and yeah, Vorp is probably right now the second best human player, so it should be quite the interesting matchup.
So can you tell us that this is like a modded Grey Goo that we are watching right now? So what really changed in this modded Grey Goo?
Yeah, we changed quite a lot of things because there were a few things that are just imbalanced and not quite fun in the main game. So generally, all buildings or most buildings have vastly reduced armor, so you can actually kill them without having to spend without needing 50 units to tear down one building. And there are a lot of minor changes as well. For example, the mines that human conduits can lay are now much weaker because they used to be really annoying to play against. And yeah, for example, Shroud gets their advance, which is their tier 1 barracks, much faster right now, so they are better at defending rushes, for example. But their artillery unit got nerfed quite heavily, so it's not broken any longer.
I do remember a game against you where I played Shroud, you played human. You were on this map. In the corner, you were in the corner, you played human, and you it just spammed the conduit lights everywhere with the mines, and I couldn't do anything. Like I even had one epic unit trying to kill you, but I couldn't because you were just spamming all the mines everywhere on the map. I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. That's just not well, you can still do it now, but they used to deal 25 damage, I think, and now they deal 5 damage.
Yes.
So they're much weaker.
Yeah, 25 was kind of not really healthy for the game.
Exactly. Right now we have quite a slow start because Human vs. Shroud is the slowest matchup in the game because both are micro races, I guess. You want to get your eco started, so both going for just eco right now. We will see the first factories and advance soon though. Yeah, there we see human player going for the factories. And
do we have like air fights with the human like bombing those Shroud extractors like back in the day?
It is a possibility because we made that strategy a little bit stronger because the bombers have now 3 ammo instead of 2, but they lose the additional ammo again when they are upgraded to AoE bombers. So the AoE bombers are still as strong as they were before, but without the upgrade now versus buildings, they are better. So yeah,
I see.
You can fly out and hunt those extractors, which also have reduced armor a little bit. So you can kill them easier. But yeah, you can also see a Shroud player going for Crucible right away because you cannot stick on pure advance any longer because the Howler, they are still usable, but they are not, like they don't carry you through the game. You have to go for Clashers and then Crucible units as well.
Oh yeah, I remember back in the day when we just spammed Howlers, and after that we did the drops with the torrent drops. Oh, those were the amazing days. I remember.
The thing is, we also made torrent drops better now because they are they pick up units faster, so they're easier to control, and they shoot them faster. So it's easier to control them now. So yeah, the torrent drops are better now. So you can fill them up with Klaxons and shoot them into the enemy army for some major AoE damage.
Oh, that's amazing. like Klaxons really locked of their power. That like yeah, they charged, but they were still bad even they had the charging thing. And just putting them into the torrent was always better than having them on the ground.
We see also Vorp going for artillery right away, so we will see some early howitzers here. But yeah, the first engagement is about to happen. As I said, this matchup is quite slow, and those two are playing it extremely defensive as well right now. So yeah, it takes a little bit to get going here.
I see that a little friend, Mermixer, has a mimic in the army of Vorp.
So he always knows.
He's scouting you non-stop.
And Vorp thinks now he's... Oh, okay, he got the mimic.
Oh, he found out.
Yeah, that's quite important because otherwise he could have get pushed into the brush. And yeah, there are the first fugues out as well. When they kill a unit, they spawn a smaller unit, so they are really good at drawing in fire that way. And oh, this is a terrible fight here for Vorp. He's just engaging into a Shroud army that is just massively bigger than his. Yeah, Vorp seems to be struggling a little bit with his economy. As you can see, he is capped sometimes. Humans have a 1000 resource cap without any silos. So you need to be careful that you spend always all your money. And yeah, now Vorp has to defend and he's building some turrets. Turrets obviously a lot weaker right now. We halved their armor. Making them, putting them down to 3. So you need some units as well. But they still pack quite a punch. However, they need to be done to defend anything.
I see he's spamming some anti-heavy sentinels.
Yeah. Ooh,
so how are the fugues? Are the fugues still good?
They are.
I see that he has 3.
Yeah, they are completely unchanged. They are really good.
Okay, so they are still as good as it was. Yeah. Okay.
And Mermixer makes a smart move. He sees the turrets and he goes for the economy instead on the right side, which will be really hard to defend for Vorp here. So he will take a lot of exploding worker. He was not careful there. On the track back, the harvesters are filled with resources which blow up if you kill them. So you need to... Oh no, another one.
Oh, another one.
He's not paying attention. What I also should mention right now is that all players are incredibly rusty. This is the first tournament in 6 months, and yeah, like I have played 6 games of Grey Goo in the last 4 months. And I'm on the...
I see the coda got changed, by the way. Can you tell us about the coda change?
Oh yeah, the coda... Actually, I'm not quite sure what the change was there. I think they die slower now. It takes a longer time for them to despawn. Basically, they lose HP because they're a temporary unit, but we decrease the speed at which they decay.
Also, if I'm correct, but correct me if not, their upgrade got changed as well. Is it like more damage or bigger range or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It used to be really weak. I think we increased the AoE range a little bit, so you can go for that upgrade. Now, it's a little bit dangerous for Mermixer to go up that high ground. He could get trapped by howitzers, because we have 6 howitzers on the field already. So this army could be in danger. But yeah, Mermixer is in total control of the game at the moment.
Like, what would you suggest in this situation? Like, what the Shroud player should have done against those howitzers?
You want to have max versus them, because they're just really good at sniping them. There's only one longbow, so if you angle it correctly, all of them will be able to hit them. And alternatively, you go for Klaxons in a dropship as well.
Somebody doesn't know, the Maxes are like a kamikaze unit, which is it's like the Scourge from StarCraft 2, but here you use it against ground and air units as well.
Yeah, exactly. And now Mermixer draws the army of Vorp out of position, and now he can move with his army to any unprotected position. Also, what you can see right now is that Shroud is quite a bit more mobile than Human, but Human has the scarier army because they have the best artillery in the game. But still, this army is quite small, and oh no, the howitzers are completely out of position here. The Fuchs will have a field day eating them up. Oh, this might be actually game here, because yeah, all of them just get completely destroyed. basically for free.
And that's a huge one.
Yeah, I think this might be game right here. By the way, the winner of this place versus you, I believe. So that will be nice to see. Because Shroud now can actually fight versus Goo. Because they get the clashers faster, and the Drover got a slight nerf to their AoE radius.
Yeah, the clashes are like what, 30 seconds now? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I actually don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head. But yeah, Warp is still staying in this game, believing there's still a shot. But when you see the Shroud at 13 Extractors, you know that it's trouble. And there are the Shrieks as well. Shrieks are basically flying siege units, which are made to kill buildings. And quite annoying to deal with.
So I can see that the Shroud player has a way bigger army supply right now.
Yeah, this game is basically over since the fight on the right side there. That was too big of a loss. And even before that, Mermixer was ahead by quite a bit. You can see the human army still putting up a nice fight. That's just because the quality
the middle.
is higher.
But I mean, Vorp is doing a good job, but Mermixer is doing a huge mistake fighting in the choke point, right?
Exactly.
Like, why would you do that against howitzers?
Yeah. Basically, the one way for Vorp to come back into this is just to camp and build up more and more howitzers. If you get to 11 or 12 howitzers, it gets really difficult for the Shroud to deal with that. So he's actually doing quite a good job. But there's a little force now in the main base and
look at his
the
base.
economy. Yeah. He will lose at least 2 refineries here. Oh, there are Fuchs as well. They will all die. This might be the game-winning move here for Mermixer.
Did he not notice it yet?
I'm not quite sure. Perhaps he's already is about to surrender. Because yeah, this is over now. He lost his whole economy.
I just checked his view and he did not notice. Oh, he's just noticing right now.
Oh no.
Well, the economy is gone.
Yeah, this is now completely over. You cannot come back from this at all. Basically like losing every single worker you have. And there's the GG. So Mermixer takes the first one quite convincingly.
Yeah, that was amazing to watch.
Indeed. Oh, we had the railgun upgrade. I see right now in the text. Sadly, the Lancers didn't come up. We massively buffed those, the railgun Lancers, so they're actually really good now. So I would love to see some railgun Lancers.
Did something else change with the Shroud upgrades?
Let me think. Like the Howl upgrade got nerfed.
Yes, I know that.
I don't think there was any other changes to the upgrades.
So mostly the other factions got changed?
Well, it was mostly not upgrades that got changed.
Oh no, mostly not upgrades. Okay. But if I remember correctly, the beta commando something. They explode that got changed, right?
Yeah, the explode was weaker and they built a tiny bit slower, so Goo has a little bit of an easier time versus beta. Basically, Human and Shroud got the most changes and Goo got the least changes. Goo got, for example, if you build siphons, they used to be really bad. Now you get at least twice for the price of one. You know, like all the other large protein units except the Bastion. Okay, now we need to wait for Vorp to decide on what his next map pick will be. I will definitely though watch the game of you versus the winner of this one. Because that will be interesting. Because I think the if you look at the bracket, it's the top side is a little bit stronger than the lower side. So that will be interesting. But yeah, I just hope that Goo is not too strong right now because of the bug we just discovered 30 minutes before the tournament started.
Two, really?
Yeah, that's the issue, right? If like this past half year was like the deadest the community has ever been, but yeah. So I hope to bring it back right now. Oh, it looks like we have one DQ though of Vorp. That sucks.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean
Something
I'm
important
happy
came
with
up.
the amount of players we have today. So okay, so Mermixer moves on with a 1-0 score. And yeah, well, he will face you next up, so we will watch that, I guess. Or I will watch that. And yeah, I guess we can just you can just start beating then with Mermixer.
All right.
Well, then good luck, I guess.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Alright, that is a little bit disappointing, but it happens. Now we can see Salami versus Mermixer, old versus new school. That will be interesting. Salami, of course, used to be a top player, especially like from, I don't know, 2016 to 2018 or something. And Mermixer, of course, is right now probably the second best player in the game. And the best that turned up today. I was muted there. It's funny, we have the Hall of Fame role on Discord, which basically is for every player that wins the yearly final, and we have 4 of them at the moment. And Salami and Mermixer both are one of them. So yeah, basically Andronimus is one, I am one, Mermixer and Salami. That are the 4 top players basically. And both of them are Shroud players. Well, Salami plays Goo as well, so it will be interesting. Salami used to always pick Goo versus Shroud because Goo used to absolutely destroy Shroud. Now we have buffed Shroud versus Goo specifically, so I'm not sure what he will pick. But yeah, we have the lobby already. And I hope this will be an epic match to see. Oh, it will be the mirror match, it looks like. So, Shroud Mirror. Most Shrouds absolutely hate this, and I love it because it is just spam city. You both go for your heavy eco early on, and then both just keep on building those clashes. Mermixer is quite good in that matchup, so I personally think Mermixer is maybe the favorite, but of course Salami plays other RTS on a very competitive level, so he should have the superior mechanics here. But yeah, let's get into it. Top right. Corvinus, aka Salami. I don't know by which name he goes right now. Officially, I guess. He used to be known as Salami, but I think he changed his name on the stream to Corvinus, so I guess I don't know. I don't know how I should call him. And on the left side we have Mermixer. I probably will call him Salami anyways because I'm used to that. But yeah, now this is also a little bit more of a slower matchup since you have to go for your eco early on because Shroud sucks at rushing. But it is also there's also a lot of action because both players will probably go for a lot of clashes and try to snipe each other's extractors. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how those two players mesh up against each other because I don't think they've ever played, and if they have played before, then it was when Mermixer was really new to the game. So yeah. Okay, both get trade 1 hit. Yeah, if they fight, both will die. And it looks like Salami is going for this one. And you see normally 4 to 5 extractors before the advance begin. The advance spam. Yeah, we will see at least 4 of them. Of course, they are close spawn, which means the rush distance to their main bases is really short. I also, if you look at the map, some parts look really nice, and then you look at this and think, what is this ugly thing? This is basically when I added a map because we need a hill for Goo to hide on. It ends like this. Also, the corners might be problematic because I think the Mother Goo might be able to camp there out of range of most units. Oh, we have the proxy advance by Salami. That will be really interesting. And one more extractor for Mermixer, but Mermixer will scout this. So he will be like, oh no. Advance builds so fast these days. And yeah, we see a lot of advance. Keep in mind, if you want to rush, more advance are actually better than an amplifier, because amplifiers take so long to build. So yeah, you just want to have a lot of advance right away to just burst the production. Also, 1 second, sorry, but I need to go to my sound settings because I have something enabled that makes a little bit of static noise, so I need to disable that. Should be better now. I hope you guys didn't hear that, because that's actually quite annoying. But yeah, let's see how this rush goes. It is a Shroud rush, so, you know. Wait, it's a Crucible, holy. What's going on here? It will probably be for Fuchs. Fuchs, obviously, with the anti-armor, really good against buildings. Could be Klaxons as well. But yeah, Mermixer's objective right now is just to hold on. Though they are equal on eco. But if Salami loses his proxy base here, he will be in a lot of trouble. And Salami tries the old school thing of blocking stuff with advance, but we nerfed advance quite a bit, so you cannot really do that. It used to be a really annoying strategy and really abusive, so we nerfed the advance specifically a little bit more in terms of their durability. Yeah, I hope you don't hear the barking in the background either. But it is what it is. Okay, we have here the first big fight. And yeah, this is really good for Mermixer. He has quite a big unit advantage here. The Fuchs are not quite ready yet, so this might be really good for Mermixer. What you want to do here is snipe the amplifiers. So Salami already builds the backup one. And hello, Mr. Chaser. Yeah, the community has been a little bit quiet recently. I was busy, so I couldn't really organize things. So this is a little bit of a comeback tournament, I guess. Don't know how active it will be in the future, but it is certainly... The game is certainly worth playing, at least for multiplayer in my opinion. The Fuchs are out now, so this will make it a little bit more difficult for Mermixer because they have a large range and they spawn the little coders. But we have the Fuchs on Mermixer side as well, and I think Mermixer will be able to hold this quite nicely. And yeah, the issue now, this base is quite expensive, those amplifiers as well. There's a plasma spike coming up though, which we buffed in Vorp mod, so Mermixer needs to be careful because it's a double powered plasma spike. Their AoE range is a little bit thinner though, so he needs to focus actually the Fuchs, but it seems like Mermixer retreats for now. So the plasma spike was, well, not straight up buffed because the AoE radius is thinner and the amplifier buffs are lesser, but it just deals more early on damage, so it's a better defense against stuff like Striders. Oh, you need to always be careful with your Fuchs. Never put them at the front line. They do have armor, unlike the Clashers, but they have 140 HP, which is basically nothing. They are large range DPS units, so you always want to have them at your back of the army. And yeah, I think Mermixer just spirals out of control here. He's so scared of this one plasma spike though. I'm not quite sure if he needs to be. But he splits his army now off to go for the main base, which is quite smart. If the entity falls, you cannot build any more buildings until you rebuild it. And we see a Zenith. Where's the Zenith? there's the Zenith, but it is in Mermixer's view, so he can go for the counterplay. Of course, the Zenith can be used as a little bit of a cheesy way to end the game, because if you have Shrieks out and there is no anti-air from your opponent is in a ton of trouble, because Shrieks obviously don't need to run back to refill, so you can just keep on destroying stuff with them. But yeah, the Zenith falls. Almost. Almost. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Well, to be fair, it will not be able to build much with only one amplifier. And yeah, Mermixer killed one Extractor here, and another one is on the run. So we have a big equality for Mermixer, who has the whole center of the map full of Extractors. Hello, Jenna. Yeah, it's it has been a long time since my last stream. Yeah, this is a live tournament. It is played as we speak. And it looks like Mermixer has this one. So it looks like the new school player has the upper hand in this series so far. A little bit of a graphical glitch there. Maybe not even glitch. But yeah, this little strike force here has cleaned up so many Extractors. Salami's down to 2. 2 Extractors don't do anything anymore. Yeah, nice to see that you think the community is nice. And I have to agree, since it's such a small community, yeah, everyone is just, for the most part, very nice to each other. And there's the GG. So, I've completely forgot about the overlay. I'm sorry about that. Quickly fix this and do the overlay properly. Okay, looks like Gorthauer advanced 2-0 against Tim. Not sure how Tommy Gun versus Quintana is going. We have Barcas Bayou next. That's the next map. So let's hit into there. Exactly, that's a bracket for the tournament. Also, I think below the stream there should be a link to the Discord, which is where all the great Goo people hang out. Basically, if you want to play multiplayer, you have to go there, because if you just, like, matchmaking doesn't work anymore because the servers are off. So you have to use custom lobbies, and if you just make a custom lobby and wait, yeah, it will be extremely unlikely to find anyone. Barcas Bayou is the next map. And we keep on the shroud mirroring. Alright, in the top left we have Mermixer, and in the bottom right we have Salami. Of course, both still playing as Shroud. Well, Chandler, there used to be like when the servers still were on, but not many people played. I used to start Grey Goo, hit the search game button, would minimize the game and just do anything else, play another game or something, because it would notify you when you found something. And yeah, sometimes you could just have it on for the whole day and not find anything. Yeah, because the sad part is if you don't play with Vorp mod and QuickScript, which are our two modifications to the game, the game is very slow and there are some serious balance issues. Basically, in the vanilla game, Shroud is heavily favored against Beta and Human, and Goo is like 99% favored versus Shroud. It's almost impossible for Shroud to win versus Goo. In the old version. Right now, it seems pretty good, but also since the community is not huge, we have not tested everything to the fullest capacity. Alright, now we have a little bit of a slow early game as well right now. It's quite sad that we do not have... I think right now it's just Shrouds and Humans. Wait, no. Oh god, it's just Shrouds. Oh no. I just look at the brackets and it is I don't know what Quintania plays, but other than that it's just Shrouds left. That's a scary prospect because it's always Shroud is like almost always just micro games because it's normally beta and good at initialize a lot of pressure because they are the more aggressive races and Human and Shroud are more defensive. Of course, you can rush with all of them, but you know every race has its strengths and weaknesses. Oh. I always need to check the colors. Yeah, Mermixer got some nice hits off, so he will win any Mimic fight that appears. Also, some things are just a little bit silly about Grey Goo. If you look at the color of this building, it's red, right? If you look at the minimap, oh, that's blue. If you look at this base, it's definitely blue. Look at the minimap and it's green. So yeah, they basically have the minimap color depending on, I think, which slot you are in the lobby and not which color you are. Which, you know, a little bit confusing. But oh well. And this time Salami decides to sit in his base and play a more conservative approach, although he's going for an early amplifier again. Not quite sure if I'm a fan of this early of an amplifier. Shroud needs to be quicker attacking these days, but if you do not spam your clash as your opponents will, and they will kill your extractors quickly. And also another thing where you can see that Salami is more of an old school player is he proxied his extractor to block his enemy's extractor. So Mermixer cannot place one here. But we did nerf their armor, so if you attack the extractor now, they die quite quickly. They have 4 armor now instead of 6. And Clashers were always good at killing extractors. It was more the other races that struggled at killing them. Because right now, this one is not mining, which means he has 1 less extractor than Mermixer. Yeah, I think at some point it's just, you know, you need a certain population for matchmaking in Q to make any sense. At some point it's just better to just, you know, hit up people and do custom lobbies. Okay, but so far no huge disadvantage for anyone. I would say this is a slight lead for Mermixer, but nothing that would decide a game. Oh, and where's the quick Zenith? There's the quick Zenith. He tries to get a quick, pull a fast one over Mermixer. Of course, luckily for Mermixer, Shroud is a little bit more robust against Shriek Rushes than the other races, though it can still deal a fatal amount of damage. And this is a Shriek Rush. So Grey Goo doesn't have as many cheese strategies as most other RTS games. You can tower rush, but it is more a harassment strategy and not a I end the game right now strategy. Oh my god, the double Zenith and it gets scouted right away. Oh no, Mermix's in a lot of trouble here. Zeniths are expensive. Oh, the pain. He wanted to go for the Shrieks as well. They try to cheese each other. Oh no, it's Torrents. Never mind. Salami doing the chat move. He doesn't try to go for the quick victory. He tries to drop Klaxons on his opponent. And that is truly a chat move. Yeah, Klaxon's really strong. Really well armored. Their only issue is they shoot very slowly. And that goes for their first shot as well. They just sit there and wait for a second until they shoot. If they get a shot off, they deal tremendous amounts of damage, but yeah, if they can get sniped before they get any shots off, basically. Okay, we have some Howlers as well, and we have the Howler upgrade. Of course, a lot weaker than it used to be, but it's still usable. Especially against Clashers, they are still quite nice. Because they, of course, have no armor whatsoever, and they are small, so they clump up. Let's check the extractor counts. Small advantage for Mermixer as well. And Mermixer has built another Zenith. Where is it? Where's the Zenith? Where is it hiding? Where's the... You said you cannot click on them. I'm confused. Maybe that's a bug? Because I don't see any zeniths on the map. That might be a UI bug. Oof, and another extractor gets killed. A lot of clashes here. The upgrade is done, but there are only 2 here, so, you know. Okay, he sacrifices his army for the extractor to get away. This is a little bit of a misplay. We have Klaxons on both sides, so the turrets... they can be nice, but if you shoot your Klaxons into enemy Klaxons, you know, that's not the biggest of deals, I guess. If he had exploding extractors, he would have won. I don't know about that one. Oh no, there the aversion field spam starts. Obviously, we nerfed the aversion fields quite a bit, so it's not like the strategy to go for any longer. But... Oh, huge mark hits right now, so he will be able to defend, but look at the map, it's just all green, all Mermixer. Mermixer just has total map domination at the moment. And there is a turret now. The turret now on this one could deal quite a good amount of damage. And there we... Oh no, he shot at the... Oh, he shot at the amplifier, at the aversion field. Because the shot itself deals quite a lot of AoE damage. So you want obviously to shoot at the enemy army, not at an inversion field. Because it's 30 AoE damage, which would have killed quite a few units. Okay, let's check the resources. We have 6 against 9. It's not, you know, not over. It's just really good for Mermixer. Thing is, Mermixer is a tier 1 boy, which means there's a lot of clashers here, which die to Max and die to Howlers, even the nerfed ones. And yeah, you can see this army gets completely obliterated, but there's a big flank coming, and Salami's army is just tiny in comparison. We have more Klaxons, but the turret right now is not being utilized. Extractor will go down. Oh, we have a lot of max coming up still, but I think at this point now it's... Yeah, no, okay. You look at the extractors of Mermixer and yeah. This one is a little bit over. And with a little bit, I mean, you know, a lot. Why are all the players Shroud though? Everyone's playing Shroud today, or I guess all the Shroud players are playing today. Oh, and there are... Oh no, there are the Shrieks. They will probably end this game. They are good closing unit. We have some marks who can attack them. Oh, but it's one too few. And they do not have the AoE upgrade for the air scouts, so yeah. The sirens are being produced, but they will not be there in time. Though the game was probably over even before this. Let's see. Okay, we have Tommy versus Gorthauer next. Let me quickly message them because I believe this one is pretty much over. Okay, if this one is over, we have to, we will watch Quintania versus the loser of this one. If Tommy Gunn and Gorthauer have started already. Oh. Don't be mean, Chandler. Because you need to keep in mind, Vorp mod has very much changed the game since he played last. And Mermixer is the best Shroud at the moment, so he obviously knows how to play the Shroud Mirror. We played that a ton, so... of course, Mermixer is in a really good spot there. So Mermixer advances to 0. So Mermixer is in the semi-finals already, so that's the winner's final. Let me ask, where is the Mermixer if he wants to cast? If he wants to do the commentating with me. Yes, we have the Mermixer commentary. Hello.
Hello.
Why are we in this channel? Is it even... Wait, let's...
In the casting chat.
I pull you in there. Hello now.
Hello.
Okay, next we do Tommy versus Gorthauer. Why do we have only shots today? What is this?
Maybe it's a good faction, who knows?
This is not what I signed up for. Oh my god. The sad part about all this is we used... That's a good question. Yeah, we always had best of ones.
I mean, we always had best of ones, but maybe you want to change it so we can get some more content in.
I just didn't think about that, it's complicated, okay? Come on, Gorth. And Tommy, where are you at?
Bit sad that Vorp and Tim left us.
Yeah.
What happens?
What I find interesting is that Quintania had a win versus Tommy gun.
Yeah. Wait, who's that? That is that Drifties guy, right?
Yeah.
I suppose you can say that he played a bit in recent times, but nah, Tommy is. Maybe Tommy is still broken from playing Shroud vs. Goo on World Tree. Who knows?
Oh no. Hello, Refbot. Man, 1 hour too late, my friend. 1 hour. So disappointed. Because, Refbot, we have a glitch right now which makes which makes Goo a lot better. Because the spigots refresh faster, so you get a lot of orange resources. Where are Tommy and...
Maybe they're banning in Dirk trade? They're just not here, are they?
Man, Vitoing always takes such a long time. Nah, we cannot add units, chat. You know that we can't add units. Okay.
Dead.
Almost done there, almost done. Also, why, Shroud doesn't need air units?
No, I built air units, and he also built air units.
Doesn't need air.
Everyone built air units.
Yeah, I mean Goo, man. I do not know what's wrong with me, but I always mix those two up. I do not know what's wrong with me.
Well, they have an air unit, which is Crescent Projector, but you're going to be like, oh, that doesn't count.
That's a bad thing, that it counts as a unit, or as something you can destroy,
No, you can upgrade so it doesn't get destroyed. It just becomes worthless, but...
Oh, their lobby's open?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Wait, TE2? Wait, what?
Yes, it's good.
Yes? That's the right one? Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, I probably uploaded this one, I don't even remember.
I uploaded it.
That's why I don't remember. I was about to say...
But it's good now.
What did you change?
I fixed the rivers and the spigots and stuff. And I think I might have reduced the amount of resources as well, but I don't remember.
That's fine. Salami versus Drifty. I think Salami should be the favorite in that one.
Or you think Salami is the favorite in that one?
In that match, yeah. But
that's
from the start, I believed in you. I said Mermixer is the favorite for this tournament.
Yeah, I just have the benefit of Salami being washed, so it works easy for me. I don't know. He starts off doing interesting things, and then it's when I play against you, it's something else comes up, and then I die to it. And he just didn't have something else coming up, and then I won.
I just think it's just meta knowledge because he teched really early, and
early teching isn't bad in Shroud vs. Shroud.
But you need your clashes in Shroud vs. Shroud, you need them.
Yeah. I suppose he doesn't have enough of everything. He has tier 2 and tier 1, but not enough tier 1.
Also, you don't proxy extractors any longer because they just die,
Well, you can do it sometimes, you just need to be able to run them away. And
Wait. Tommy's doing the thing. He's playing Goo. He heard of the bug and he's like, oh, all right, let's go.
yeah, it's time to learn Goo.
Of course, Goo used
the
to
tournament.
be broken versus Shroud, but it's not. Well,
It's OP versus Shroud.
it used to. Right now,
Actually,
I don't know.
we won't know.
No, we don't
We
know.
literally can't know.
Yeah. Because we don't have.
Where's Hellfire when you need him?
Yeah, what the hell, Fire? Or Refbot. Refbot's in the chat. Where the hell are you, Refbot? You know? Always just shit posting. Alright, we have the top side, we have Gorthauer playing as blue Shroud, and in the bottom we have Tommy Gun as purple. Oh no. As purple Goo. He already went to the fourth. Well, no, okay, no. Actually, it's right. Yeah, actually, it's correct.
I mean, now that there's two spigots, maybe you move down to the bottom one.
Well, the thing is, he wants to go to the center without getting harassed, right?
Yeah, well, unluckily, Gorthauer is AFK anyway, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Gorthauer just goes for sitting in his base and going for his home extractors and stuff.
Yeah, he does the big mistake of first putting the extractor on where he can see it, so he can't move immediately.
The thing is, Goo macro is so easy now, right now, because you get so much orange stuff, you know?
Yeah,
How do we even call them? Because orange stuff sounds weird, you know?
Stored resources.
Stored resources. That's a good one. Because you do not need to do what Tommy Gun does right now. You can just sit on one and it's fine. Because they refresh faster. It's Vorp said it's probably because he buffed the Purger and it kind of influences everything.
Yeah.
So we might have to make the Purger even worse again.
Oh, where's Tommy Gun going?
Wait. Oh my god.
Are we being a cheesy fuck?
Well, to be fair, 3 extractors.
It is 3 extractors,
You do not do 3 extractors versus Shroud, my friend.
Yeah, that's not the thing you do against Goo.
Yeah, oh no. Oh, we had macro games, but the time for macro has passed.
Goodbye.
Oh no. Do not build 3 extractors versus Goo, my friends.
You don't do that.
Yeah. He was a little bit hesitating though, but there's no way.
No, this is very over.
Sell? No sell. Imagine gets a kill on the Mother Goo.
You can kill the Mother Goo and it'll still be very over.
Well, you know, we had a lot of macro games, right? So we have this now.
Yeah, we have Shroud macros, and now we have whatever the hell Goo is. Apparently people like that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing if you don't play in a long time, right? You just forget things like do not go for 3 extract.
Yeah.
They will end you. You go for with Shroud you always go for 2. You never go for 1, you never go for 3, you just go for 2. Unless it's like a 4-player map and you pray they don't scout you early.
Yeah.
But even then.
Even then that's very risky. Now the fun thing is that you can do the guessing game of is the Goo going to go for 4 mums instantly and then you're in a bad spot, or does he not go for it and then you're like maybe fine.
Well, honestly, I think it's nice that he plays Goo so we don't have just Shrouds here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a Shroud hater, I think they're fun, but just a mirror?
Come on. You owe Shroud your tournament title. Some respect or
oh yeah, true. To be fit. True.
Just kind of went out and lost to Frizz until you played Shroud.
True. Well, it just kind of showed that Human wasn't quite cutting it without.
Yeah, maybe you're just bad at Human.
Yeah, maybe I'm just bad with Human. Maybe I just randomly talented with Shroud so that I don't practice with them too well.
I'm pretty sure that must be it.
Yeah.
See, that's the issue with being the best.
Shroud is just a talent-based race, you know.
I love how I was floating 5k resources in both games. It feels very Shroud.
Yeah. Feels Shroud. The worst part is every time I just win with Human, it's like, is Human too strong? Do I need to nerf them again? In the background, I just hear Vorp crying, you know. Here comes another
what
human nerf.
What is this? Which one do we take?
Oh, map 2 hosted?
Yeah, both of them hosted it.
Sick. Okay, let's just go to Gorth. It worked out last time, nice. Which one is Gorth? Is it Gorth versus Tommy?
I'm guessing Gorth is the bottom one.
Oh, wait, we just take the one that's left. Wait. That's the wrong map. They need the TE version, right? They need the TE version. Oh, I caught it.
They should have the TE version.
Wait, now both of them closed the map.
Yeah, they both closed it.
I host
Why don't we have
now.
you hosting?
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, there's one.
No,
That's a TE
one.
even. Gorthauer has it right. Alright.
I need to observe.
I love my, mid-tournament coach.
Why are you giving him advice?
Because I do not want to see this again.
Oh, maybe it's fun.
Also, I make the rules. It's totally
He's playing
fine.
beta.
You know?
He's playing beta.
Wait. Oh, I love Tommy Gunn. I love him. Tommy Gunn is like, let's go for all of them. He's so going to cheese again.
Oh yeah, he's going to cheese.
Oh my god. I'm all here for it. Although, it always sucks when you have like a player who hasn't played in a long time. It's like, yeah, you know what? I try it again. You
All
know?
of them haven't played in a long time. What do you mean?
Yeah, but Gorth has not played in a longer time, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? And then he's like, let's try it again. I remember Grey Goo is this really fun game he plays, and it's like getting rushed twice.
Yeah, Grey Goo is this really slow game where nothing happens till
you're dead.
yeah. Well, let's see if we get another 3 Extractor into death again.
Honestly, that reminds me of Mixer. It was always the saddest part where he plays always so nicely and stuff, and then he dies to the dumbest shit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, in the bottom right we have a beta player. Let's go, Tommy Gunn, and in the top right we have Gorthauer playing Shroud.
Yep. I'm here to make, I guess, Henry proud because who else is left?
Andrew is not even.
This is not the TE version, or like.
Huh?
Oh, actually, no, it is.
It is.
Right, I remember
saw it
that
in the
you
lobby.
don't do the main rivers.
What?
It's only one spigot. How can Shroud compete with this?
Cry me a river.
Yeah, I am. How
In
else
the
am I going to
tournament
get
with
this
all
much
the
change?
Shroud players. Shroud's so weak, man. We just
Look,
can't.
there's one
We
who-
just can't do it, man. It's impossible.
Here we have Beta, and last game we had a Goo, in the game against Vorp we had a human.
Okay, actually, the smart mind game by Tommy Gunn. He goes for a rush on the 2-player map, then the 4-player map. He just says he's probably not going to scout me right away. I go for 3 refineries. Although I have to also
Yeah, he's not going
say
to find him for a long
his
time.
build is a bit fucked up because you wait for the refinery to be finished because right now they are blocking each other.
Yeah.
Like nothing gets done basically. Just wait with the factory so you get both quicker, or at least you get your resources quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Beta is my favorite race to watch because they are just like, always kind
Beta
of.
has some fun things.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have the broken stuff, so you just watch a normal faction.
But
do
also
its thing.
they are aggressive,
That too.
With Shroud, they
Just-
are also aggressive, but it leads to the stuff we saw in the last game, where it just ends in one direction,
Yeah.
Beta is kind of the harassment-based faction,
Yeah, because they have the funny harassment units.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are building advents, which is very good, because the other side is building factories.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a weird matchup always, because now you can build Commanders versus Shroud, because the Howler have, right? And Commanders are actually really good if there are no Howlers. But,
We're building a wall next to the Extractor. Come on.
no, I like this. This is base
It does
gameplay.
nothing, it's just annoying.
Exactly.
Like, oh
Especially-
yes.
Like, especially if people are rusty, stuff like this is actually quite good in my opinion, because they are, like you panic, you are really bothered
Yeah,
by
and
it.
you might think, oh, now I need to kill this wall.
Also-
and well, there goes the
Yeah.
clasher.
Now he loses Clashers, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's actually painful.
this is terrible.
Also, if you don't do anything at all, you just they can build more walls there, and then can get dangerous. But yeah, this you normally wait a little bit so you can get a lot of clashers to just tear it down. But honestly,
no.
Honestly, it's not too bad. He lost one clasher. He will lose two.
He lost
maybe?
2 clashers and a mimic.
Wait,
with the threat.
No, he lost one, right? Honestly,
So far he lost 1.
Walls die
I
really
guess
quick
can
now
move.
because they don't have any armor and we reduced their HP by
Walls
25%.
never had armor.
Yeah, but we reload their HP, I mean. That's what I meant to say.
Alright, well, we only lost 1 clasher, but still barely even trade, I'd argue. But we have a crucible, which is very key against this tier 1 stuff.
It's my stalkers though, you know?
It's mass stalkers, but if you...
You don't want
actually, you can
Klaxons
build a
here.
fugue with 1 amplifier.
Yeah, exactly. And you do not want Klaxons versus stalkers. Versus
You
commanders,
also
they
don't
are-
want to be on 3 extractors still.
Oh yeah. Or against Vorp.
I guess he's banking a bit, so maybe.
Yeah, he builds another one. There's a clash and a north.
Yeah. Suppose there's hope. Why
This
exactly
is-
are we taking into
Yeah,
this?
this is not it.
This is...
But at least he retreats in time, and stalkers are slower, so he gets away.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't. What?
The mimic does not get away,
Don't.
because the mimic is not faster when it's transformed.
Let's see what we get from the Crucible. It only can be Klaxons, but you do not want to build Klaxons here. I would not build anything right now in the Crucible.
Yeah.
Right now
That
you
seems
just
like
want
a good
clashes, or perhaps you go
You
for
want
another...
extractors and you want to sit on bushes.
Yeah, exactly.
And you pray the stalkers aren't moving to like your extractors where you can't have
He's
them.
going for stealth stalkers. Tommy gets playing real base today
Where's the stealth attachment?
on the
I'm blind.
refinery.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Like if you scout a stealth attachment on a refinery, you know it's for tech because you cannot
Yeah.
build anything. Oh my god, the stalkers slip past.
Oh, this
no.
is... Oh no.
Well, to be fair, they return and
Oh,
the
they're moving
clashes.
back.
Now it's the clashes that actually slip past. That's it. That's a refinery snipe right there. I think.
Yeah, if he targets it down, it's very possible. And he gets some stalkers.
Yeah, that's a kill.
Yeah.
That's
That's
important. That's important.
That's a dead refinery. That's big.
He should go for workers now or retreat. Oh, he retreats. Okay, smart decision.
Yeah.
Doesn't lose.
I mean,
he could have fought
he
this.
could lose everything if Tommy moves in his stalkers,
True.
but he chooses not to.
But Tommy Gun might intercept with his stalkers in the north.
Yeah, like if he comes with those stalkers in the
We
north,
have
he just
echoes.
kills all those clashes.
We have echoes. This is the most. This is the
yeah,
sickest game.
echoes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
On this map, honestly, you can just defend your ramps with them like forever.
Yeah, you just put them there, and if you're fancy, you can push them away.
Like
Oh
echo-
well, now we're finally doing the run by with stalkers.
Yeah, echoes are the most overtuned unit right now, probably. But I just want to force people to play the same unit, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, they're slightly overtuned. I would perhaps.
that's a dead extractor.
Yeah, I would perhaps lower the attack by 1, you know.
Oh no. Oh, echoes so OP. What? How broken are echoes?
Well, to be fair. Okay. Well.
Actually,
well,
I lied. They're useful.
Actually, quite decent. Like, oh,
They're
I
pretty
love,
decent.
I love echoes so much. Unless you use them to camp. And honestly,
Oh,
I
camping is so fun with
I have
echoes.
to say, this is the closest game we had today. Like, it's even right now, and like Tommy Gun used to be ahead. Now he's not ahead anymore. Like, look at the supplies. It's really.
I mean,
good.
this shroud is insane supply actually.
Yeah. To be fair, there are hailstorms also on the field already,
There's a pair of hailstorms, which
but
is not yet that
the
much.
clashers though, the clashers do so much damage here.
Yeah, that's another dead refinery.
Another one. By Wasteland moved on, and he's in the losers semi-finals, I guess.
going to play whoever loses this one.
Yeah, and we will have a game 3 probably. This looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not over
This
yet.
is...
Definitely not over.
It's not over, but... How many extractors are we
Just don't
sitting
lose
on?
those 2 hailstones.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, really
Not
nice by
going to.
Tommy Gun. He retreats.
Yeah.
If you play human or beta, it's all about fighting, but never, like, you trade your front line, but you never trade your artillery.
We are building mimics, because they're OP, I guess. Got 4 of them now to...
I don't know against whom I played, but there was this one game. If you go to Waveworld's YouTube channel, look up the greatest game of Grey Goo or something.
Oh, was that where you were building mass mimics on the
just sniped
on the game mode where you just need to destroy the HQ, and because you're playing against Shroud, which is the only one that doesn't actually have armor on the HQ, or like not a lot, it worked.
Funny thing is my opponent tried to rush Shrieks to rush me down, but my mimics were a little bit faster.
That's what made it a good game.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Honestly, this fight is looking decent for Tommy, but there's a flank again. Really nice by Gorthauer.
Yeah, Gorth is collecting his free refineries.
Yeah, the key skill in Grey Goo, apart from you need to have good macro, it's easier to macro in Grey Goo than other games, but you also need to be really on point because of that. But the other big thing is to have like a lot of small armies on the map already, always attacking everywhere.
Yeah. Especially now that buildings can die so fast.
Yeah. Well, we didn't change refineries or some stuff like that.
Yeah.
We only...
didn't we?
No. Refineries had always 3 armor. We nerfed human refineries.
Yeah, true. Well, when are you ever going to kill a human refinery? It's in their main. And as we've learned, human can just build 10 towers.
Yeah.
And then how do you push their main?
And there's the 1-1.
There is the GG. We have a series at our hands, basically.
Yeah. Let's go. Now, will he play human in the next game? I think he might go back.
I'm seeing a Goo. I think he's hungry for a win.
Totally. I mean, is that already top 3? No, not quite.
No. Whoever wins this one is top 3, right?
No. Whoever wins the next one is. Or, wait. If you lose here, that's...
if you win this one, then you go into the...
You are top 4 if you win this one.
Yeah. What? No, there's only... Yeah, I'm confused myself. No, there's only 4 people left right now, right?
Salami,
me,
Tommy,
and
you. True.
And Tommy.
But
so we already have a top 4. Whoever wins this is top 3.
No, wait.
Right?
No, because one goes to the finals and the other one goes to... Oh yeah. Yeah,
if you win this one, then...
You are in the monies.
Yes. Oh, we have big gains here today.
Well, sadly, Jay Singler, or what you...
the Mermixer Welfare Fund is back at it again.
Yeah. I cannot pick a race here because I'm not playing, you know.
Unfortunate. Where's the lobby?
It is good again. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it's like you can spend points for stuff, but, you know.
Ah, yeah, channel point rewards.
Yeah, channel point rewards.
Right, I have one of those as well. Why do you not have a hydration?
That is like the... I don't know.
I love it when people have hydration. You just save up points and you redeem like 4 or 5 in a row.
I don't know about that one. It's always...
It's fun for me.
I guess. Then I love Goo Tournaments.
I'm playing Goo versus Shroud.
Yeah.
We don't have the Giga Curse spawn, so it's maybe winnable.
It is winnable. Just go 2 Extractors, okay?
According to Hellfire, in the last, like before Vorp mod, this was an auto win for Shroud.
Alright then. Top right we have Gorth playing as Shroud, and bottom right we have Tommy Gun, who is apparently an all-race player these days.
At least Beta Goo 2-trick.
But I take it. Honestly, I prefer that he doesn't play Shroud. Okay, let's see though.
Come on.
We don't need more Shroud, mate. We have 4 players
That's
left,
also
as you
true.
said, and 3 of them are short.
Well, maybe Salami whips up something new. You never
He
know.
can play Q as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he might just pick something, you know? Random.
Maybe he just locks in random.
Yeah.
Pretends he's exit.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys a chance, you know?
Yeah.
Also, we really need another guy who casts tournaments in this community so I can play.
That's very true. But then how can I win tournaments?
Exactly, that's the
It's
point.
finances. Alright. We are being greedy again.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
oh no.
Full greed
Why are
only.
we doing this? I just told him.
We need to do it. 3 extract the time. And do you know what the issue is? Now he's not going to instantly die to it.
Yeah,
So you
but
lied to him. Basically.
this is a bad learning experience here.
It's very bad learning experience.
It teaches the wrong thing. But I get on a 4 player maybe it's just a gamble.
I don't know. I'm unhappy with how Tommy scouted this.
Yeah. Tommy's not a main Goo player, so you know.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to win on this map.
Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
what is-
You know.
That's very true. Who knows anything at all?
But also he has the Goo bug supercharge here, so
Yeah.
he doesn't lose.
I mean, he has
resources.
not gotten a single like spigot twice, so not yet in effect.
You know, perhaps we should leave this in until the Goo wins a tournament. Because no one plays really, like.
And that's a dead mimic.
Oh no.
I mean, it comes back to the issue of we have no Goo players.
We have no top Goo or beta player.
Yeah.
Anyone out there
Maybe-
wants to play beta or Goo, you know?
Maybe if Alpha stops being a responsible adult, we can get some Goo players again. Hate those.
Yeah, what the hell, being a responsible adult?
Yeah. You hate to see it. Alright, what are we doing here?
Building Clash?
3 extractors? Yeah, I was about to say. It's more than enough to get at least an additional amplifier.
Although if Gorthauer doesn't attack and Tommy just sits here and doubles up on Mother Goose, you know, 8 Mother Goose.
Yeah, like this is the funny thing where you did the greedy thing that you're usually not allowed to do, where you go for 3 extractors and the Goo just goes for 4 mums and he's basically... is he ahead?
Well, the thing is, you are in a really good spot as Shroud if you use the early eco boost to then attack. You know, you need to attack though. You don't need to be like, oh, I got away with it. Now I can be like in my base because I'm.
Now I
ahead in
can
economy.
sit back and wait until the Goo gets 20 moms.
Where the school sitting back and waiting is really a good option.
Yeah.
You just get to go out there and harass them.
And now Tommy's going,
Oh, he's attacking. Okay, this
he
is
is
the one.
deciding to build small proteins.
This is the one scenario where sitting back is actually good. But it's
Nah,
also,
it's still...
it's also
if he's allowed to keep this extractor, it's fine.
it's also very weird by Tommy Gunn to go for this. Because you could go for mass drawers here, but that got nerfed quite a bit.
Yeah, I think mass drovers isn't good against
But also
mass clashes, but morphing with half HP and then fighting with half HP is also
he's
not the
going
best
to get
play.
sandwiched completely.
Oh,
the massacre.
I mean, he has Bush on his side. No, he doesn't.
Matter. The thing is, Striders, you hate to see them, you know? They are really good at rushing, but...
They're good at rushing and you can do like funny trades in small numbers, but if you just morph them in combat and they're half HP, they don't do a whole lot.
Also, like,
look at
Drovers
those
are just better.
pre-splits.
Yeah.
These Drovers are not doing a single thing.
Yeah. Doesn't even matter if they're buffed or not in this position, they're just annihilated.
Not doing a single thing.
Yeah. The thing is, he just attacked
and we right-click the mom.
Yeah.
Good job.
Clashes are so good at shredding moms. But yeah, you do not attack a Goo into a defensively positioned Shroud that had a good eco lead, you know?
Yeah.
You just double your economy, like once or twice, and then you go for large proteins, for the big funny units.
I think once you see those small proteins, you might want to start looking into tier 2, honestly. There's the shroud. Like even just a single zenith with no amplifier just to make chimes is huge here.
I mean, he will be able to defend here. What's the eco count? Yeah, but we have 5 extractors. That's
Yeah. It's 5 extractors. Once we are able to use that economy and we're getting a crucible, a zenith, and another amplifier.
Yeah.
This
Nice
can become very
blitz
good
as
very
well.
fast. Yeah, but there's some clashes in the bushes.
Tommy Gun versus Salami next. That will be tough for Tommy Gun as well. But he has the best of one on his side.
He has the best of one of his size, and he's not as washed as Salami. So he's got that as well.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if, that's that important in that game. But yeah.
Probably not. If he rushes, it might be.
Yeah, I think this is over.
Oh yeah. This is very over.
I mean, he can hold on, but
I mean, we're building shrieks like it's a strat. But it's
to be
fine.
fair, in this position, it is a strat. Also, generally, if you're in a good spot, I believe in Shrieks versus Goo. I believe in them. You just need to babysit them a lot to not fly into anti-air. But they can be so annoying for Goo, because Malagus cannot really run from them.
Hey, yes, you can.
Yeah, but like, you don't attack move with the Shrieks, you fly over them and then just stop and they will shoot and deal so much damage.
Yeah, but you can see the shriek and then not get hit by the shriek.
I don't know about that.
Well, anyways, this is terrible. Very dead Tommy gun.
So you will play versus Gorth, it seems like.
Yep.
So you're both top 3 now. So you're both very high ping. Oof.
We're blaming the ping, I see.
That was more for build, or I think though.
It's a good choice. Good choice.
Alright. Next up, Merm versus Gorth. Good luck.
Thank you. And good luck casting. Which one are you casting?
Yeah, I will definitely cast yours. Always. Upper bracket has always priority over lower bracket.
Alright.
So, see you. Mermixer versus Gorthauer. So we see more Shroud versus Shroud. And then in the lower bracket, Tommy Gun versus Salami. Which, I don't know what that is. Probably not Shroud versus Shroud. So my personal prediction right now is Mermixer wins over Gorth. Salami wins over Tommy. Gorth versus Salami, I think Salami takes. And then we have a grand finals of Salami versus Mermixer. Which I also think Mermixer is favored. That we will see. Maybe there are tax retreat. Oh god. Maybe there are some upsets here. Because apart from the time where Gorthauer got... Wait, why is there 0 players on this map? Hello? Is that a bug? What is... Yeah, okay. That was just a display bug. Apart from the game where where Gorth got rushed, he played very solid. And yeah, getting rushed by Goo is just a knowledge thing. You need to know how many extractors you can build, how many advents you can build. And let me update the overlay as well for the winners finals here. Winner of this is in 1 or 2, first or second place. Gorthauer versus Mermixer. But by the way, if you look at this and think now, oh, it's only Shrouds, so Shroud is probably OP. Not necessarily, because I'm not playing and I'm like the best human player and the best beta player is not playing and the best good player is not playing either. And also I mostly fuck up Mermixer in 1v1s. But I really like that there's so little downtime here so we can get right into it. Chandler, might I suggest a game to play? It's an RTS and it's quite a nice RTS as well. Did someone crash or why? Someone crashed. Okay, we need to order 4. And just remind the players to reactivate their mod because the mod just changes values in the RAM. So it doesn't actually change the game files. So you need to do it when you after you start the game. But the advantage is you don't have to install anything. You just need the files. And if you just want to play vanilla campaign or something, you can just restart the game and not activate it. Wait, no, not yet. Too early. First, the map. What was that? No, that was Tommy Salami. We have Tux Retreat. Tux Retreat. We go. But yeah, I don't know how it will look with further tournaments, because I'm also quite relatively busy these days. So I don't really have time to, like, you know, engage so much with the community to keep it alive. But if there's enough interest, of course, I will easily host more of them. So the best way to get more tournaments is go on the Discord and say, more tournaments, please, you know? Like, as long as we have like 6 players at least, I'm happy. That's 6 players for a tournament is nice. Because 4, it's a bit too small at that point. 6 players is totally fine. Just as Naka. For what? Yeah, no, but he's not interested in Grey Goo at all. Trust me, I asked him before. Well, he did it because he just liked the game, you know. But he obviously doesn't have the personal investment into Grey Goo. Like, why do you think I host these tournaments? Because of the huge viewer numbers? Because of everyone wanting to play in this? Most of these people, or like Goff, for example, you know, I just PM him and ask him. It's not like they all are like, I put a tournament out and everyone magically appears. Yeah, we have Goff in the top right, and we have Mermixer in the top left. So Tux Retreat is basically 2 lanes only, so it can get kind of like both players just stream their armies against each other and try to overwhelm, which can be quite nice. But also humans can like do turret pushes and stuff on this map. Like what I once did is just building a wall. Like Mermixer was here and I just built a wall here. And just defended the wall the whole time. Can do funny big win conditions like that on this map. But yeah, it looks like stream is running smoothly so far. I have not a single drop frame. Okay, I hope I didn't just jinx it, but get over here. Yeah, we will wait for 4 or 5 extractors and then the actual game starts in this matchup. I'm slightly rooting though for Tommy as the underdog, just so I cannot, just so we get more different matchups. Yeah, Mimics can't mimic Mimics. It would actually be fun if they, like, if you have a Mimic and, well, the thing is you couldn't manage priority. Which one gets transformed and which one doesn't. Oh, he got it. Got him. It's actually quite a big deal. You never want to lose your Mimic. Because the Mimic is actually the fastest ground unit as far as I think. Or as far as I remember. And that means you can just run away from everything on the ground and keep it basically alive forever. And so it's a really good scouting tool. Gorthauer not, well, okay, both plays not with the completely optimal placement, but it's totally fine. You do not need to play Tetris with your main to win a tournament or something. You can totally just do 3 advents and 2 amplifiers in the middle. It's obviously not as efficient, but it's efficient enough. at least for the level of play we currently have in Grey Goo. We have a quick Crucible here from Mermixer. We will probably see some Fuchs early on. Klaxons are a little bit weird versus Shroud because the Clashers have their armor shredding ability, which lowers the armor of the thing they attack, so they actually eat through Klaxons rather quickly. Unlike the other, like Commanders, for example, don't have anything versus armor, so Klaxons are really good in that situation. But Shroud is good at destroying armor. Because Fuchs are like the best anti-tank single target unit, I guess, in the game. Well, I would be really happy if we get Grey Goo 2, but also that is really copium at this point. Oh no, he walked into the brush. That's always the big no-no. Well, I guess it's not a big deal since Clashes don't have huge huge range. Someone misclicked, I believe, because if you have just all your items selected and you click on the Crucible button, if you have the money, all of them will transform, and you cannot cancel it. So it's probably a misclick, or it's the weirdest build in the world because he's going for quad-produced Klaxons here, which, you know, weird strategy. Because I just explained that Klaxons are not that great in this matchup. But it's also really funny. But he's going for Fuchs as well. I think it's a misplay. If he gets Klaxon Fuchs out though as a combination, that's actually quite decent. Because Fuchs deal a lot of damage, but they are made out of paper, so you need the chunky boys at front with their 6 armor to tank. But also there are Fuchs, and Fuchs are good versus Klaxons, so don't move out yet. Not like this. Wait for the Fuchs, man. Oh, he's going for Echoes. Love it. You love to see it. The problem now is his army is exceptionally easy to kite, because you can kite Klaxons and you can just retreat back out of the Echo circles. So there are 2 Extractors here fighting for the Spigot. And we see now a containment strategy here. Mermixer tries to block off all the paths, which you can do, but it's very expensive because we increase the price of aversion fields and we decrease, like they take longer to build now and they're more expensive. As you can see, so you need to actually protect them while they getting up. And I think it's a really important thing to do, because otherwise you just get a Shroud to completely contain other players easily. And by the way, those Klaxons, what the hell? Any Klaxon doubters need to see this. They obliterated his army, oh my god. Klaxons are kind of hit or miss, but right now they did hit. They hit a lot. Now we have some Echoes. Oh god, please shoot an attack run into the brush. He doesn't. He needs to be careful now. His army? Yeah, run. It's time to run. How fast are Clashes? Clashes are way faster, so he needs to be super careful. Use attack. Oh no. You want to attack round, teammate? No! Oh, wait. If he doesn't move out of the circle, that's a lot of damage. But not quite. I think he maybe forgot that Echoes count as artillery, so you do want to have them attacking the ground into the inside the brush to clear it out from the outside. But those Klaxons are so MVP right now. But oh no, we have the Zeniths here. We have some amplifiers which are capable of building anti-air, and we have some Sirens on the field, but they are dying at the front lines right now, so he has nothing defending his main from air units. And I think he is so focused on the main fight, which he takes a great fight, but it's all about the shriek damage. Okay, Mermixer is not trying to go for the kill, he's trying to go for the Extractors. He's trying to take down the whole eco, and now it's all about the reaction. Oh, he's good for amplifiers as well. This will completely stop the echo production. I don't know if Gorthauer is aware of this. Let's go into first person. He's now aware, at least. And we have some sirens on the way, but sirens take so long to build. Sirens take exceptionally long to be constructed. And let's check, we have 5 extractors still left. But more and more will fall. Oh god, sirens take so long. Honestly, maybe that's a thing to consider actually for balance changes, because in the mirror match, the punishment, as you can see, the punishment if you do not scout the shrieks coming, and you do not have any air scouts or something, or any anti-air already, it's really hard to deal with. Now the sirens are finally done, but this one is on the high ground, so I think, yeah, he cannot even see that one. He can get rid of the other one, which is getting dragged into the depths of the ocean. But yeah, the shrieks have done their damage already. Oh, this one gets even the crucible. He needs a Zenith actually to kill this one. Oh, this is so annoying. Because this high ground is here for... Yeah, okay, that's a GG. The high ground is for the Goo players, of course, because they need their hits. But it also means that's a place where you can station your shrieks. But this one was actually, it was not a wash. How can you doubt Klaxons after this? Yeah, Mermixer is always saying that Klaxons are not that good, but they did carry in this one. Wasn't enough, but there was quite a sick fight. Okay, fair enough, Mermixer, fair enough. Yeah, Salami won the Goo versus Goo apparently. So Salami waits on the loser of this. Alright, we have 3 players remaining. All 3 of them play Shroud, but 1 plays Goo as well. So maybe we see... I think Salami might pick Goo versus Mermixer. Because Mermixer did win rather convincingly earlier on. Well, if they meet in the finals, that is, of course. It's not over at all. Just waiting for Gorth to pick his map. Edge of Winter. Okay, look. I think Gorthauer will host. Okay, guess I just host. If no one else wants to host, Edge of Winter. We have the TE2. Our map names are getting a little bit silly because I made Edge of Winter TE, but then Mermixer wasn't quite happy with that, so he fixed some things, and then he called it TE2 because I didn't pull mine down. Okay, guess we just start now. Was asking Salami if he wanted to join, but busy otherwise at the moment, so we just go ahead and start. I think the map name is still missing, yeah. I always forget about the overlay. And at some point I asked myself how important the map name or best of whatever it is, does anyone actually care about the map name? Because either the people are great Goo players and they know the map, or they are not great Goo players and it wouldn't really matter if what the map is really, right? Anyways, we have Mermixer in the top and we have Gorth in the bottom. On Edge of Winter, Tournament Edition number 2. Yeah, I think he removed the rivers exactly. We came to the conclusion that rivers are evil and need to be removed from the game. So we only have spots here. Because basically, especially humans with their armor upgraded, extractors could be really annoying with that on some maps. Also, it's easier to control, balance the economy if we have just spigots. Because for Shroud and Human, they are better than for other races, the rivers. So balancing all 4 races for a map is not easy, especially not if you have other features like rivers and such. Anyways, another entertaining early game of waiting for them to place down their first 5 extractors. And an epic fight between the mimics. The funny part about this right now is both players are blind, which means you can just gamble basically. You could stop right away with your extractors, build advance and try to attack, or you could just build a ton of extractors and hope the opponent doesn't attack. But I assume they will still go rather conservatively with 4 or 5. Probably 5 for Mermixer because he still has easy access to this one. Because Goff would need to walk his extractors at this point. Well, he had 1 there, so I guess both have 5, yeah. And now the advanced start. Just use my packs, exactly. I just love how Vorp mod is basically we are hacking it against each other, but we just agreed all on the same hacks, basically. There's a Crucible coming up. By the way, Mermixer is going for the early Crucible. I think we will see some Klaxons now. Maybe he has learned to respect them. Or maybe it's just for Fuchs. But they're both pretty much in sync with their builds. My slight differences here. Only 1 amp here for Gorth, which limits his tech a little bit. Also, I think this one does power all of them, but the second one would only catch 3 or 4. Not a huge deal though, but something. And yeah, there's the Klaxon. Oh, he puts respect on the Klaxons now. Like Mermixer used to be one of the people who really didn't like Warp Mod because it forces Goo to take up like all the other races basically. And he just used to be the tier 1 guy, just tier 1 all the way. But yeah, it's obviously much more interesting if you have to go for those higher tier units. Also, yeah, on this map, aversion fields are still quite strong because you can just put, like, there are 2 rather small exits, and if you control them, you have your side of the map obviously completely protected, except for Shrieks. So this map can get a little bit like super late game. Both sides just sit on each side of those small choke points with the artillery. But in Shroud this could actually be really terrible if they have Echoes there. Because then both players are forced to go either for an epic unit or for some massive air to break that, or to evade that at least. But yeah, right now just some small skirmishes. Economy dead even, you love to see it. And we see double Crucible against single Crucible play. So more tier 1 on Mermixer's side. Oh, even supplies are even. Gorthauer actually, you know. Playing quite nicely here against the favorite. Although some small battles here in favor of Mermixer. And both players. Shroud Macro is the hardest one, but also Shroud tend to be the ones that stack up the most cash, I guess, in their banks. I mean, they have also the ability to just save up more. But of course, optimal play would be to get rid of every single catalyst in your bank. And yeah, again, Mermixer knows the enemy is busy on the right side, so he takes the army and attacks the left side. This is also the advantage of going for a more tier 1 heavy army. You just have more units, so you can just attack easier. Because Grey Goo is never a game about death balls. Well, almost never. It's always about having multiple armies on the map and attacking the weak points of the enemy. Because the way resources work, you have to have your extractors all over the map, so you can never defend all of them. There's always an opening. And it's up to your opponent to use more of those openings than you do. And yeah, Gorth really needs to retreat here, because otherwise he gets sandwiched. And yeah, never lose your tier 2 units. Your tier 1 is much more expandable. There is the first echo. Echoes are the hardest to micro unit properly, because you need to predict where the enemy will go, and you cannot just... Yeah, he moved it, and now it just... again, you cannot move attack command with them, you just need to place them down with attack ground to use them properly, because otherwise the AoE just vanishes immediately. He probably just... this fight could have looked extremely different if he used the Echo to its fullest potential. There's a dirge. There's an epic being built right now. Alright then. Always a little bit of a cheesy move. Maybe he is very confident that he will win this match. But on this map specifically, as I said, those positions are hard to break through. Though he was already broken through a little bit. But echoes, if you have like 5 echoes shooting at this, nothing on the ground can pass except for an epic unit, basically. So he's already preparing that. So no matter what happens, he will be able to... to break through anything basically, because epics they have huge range, huge AoE. They will break through every defense you can imagine. You can stop epics, but you cannot stop them with defense. Shroud's options are basically having a lot of fugues and shrieks. Those 2 units are their option, the only option. You need to somehow get under it, basically. But also Shroud have the easiest time getting their epic, because they have the best eco, so they can actually afford to just queue it up and still produce their army. Other races are much more limited by it. But yeah, you notice the difference of the epic being in play. Mermixer was pushing him. Mermixer was completely in control of the game. He started the epic, and now suddenly Gorthauer is at his front door and is threatening to end the game right here. That is why I say it's an very confident move and risky, because the best way to throw a game away is to build an epic unit. They are game enders, but for them to end the game, you basically are for 5 minutes or 6 minutes at a big disadvantage. And I think Mermixer might just die here. The epic is about to pop. Alright, that's important. If he snipes any of those amplifiers before the epic is done, it will stop. This is actually important. Though, even if it finishes, it will be the small one. It needs to level up first, and... Oh my god. It will be done, or maybe... Yeah, it's done, okay. So his one win condition is actually he's surrounded. To run away and level it up would be my suggestion, but he's surrounded now, and the small one is the weakest epic unit in the game, and on its own it doesn't really do anything. It needs to gather resources until it is 100% to get to level 2, where it's slightly weaker than all the other epics, but still a really strong unit. Like still on epic level of strength. And if they get level 3, the game is basically over, because level 3 dirges are just stronger than everything. like level 3 dirges can kite other epic units basically. You can still defeat them, especially if you are human and you have lancers. But yeah, they are evil. And also somehow he managed to survive. There's still a huge army though. And win condition is survive and get level 2. That is the win condition here for Mermixer. And it's really low. We are at 100, we are at 50, and we are at 0. This game is over. And there's the GG. Gorthauer manages to even the score. Yeah, so what did we learn? They are the win button, but they are very risky. Basically, the purpose of epics, at least in the current state of the meta, is you use them to, if your enemy is, for example, a human and has 30 turrets, then you just cut off their resources on the outside and you go for an epic. That's how you break them very easily. So it's to prevent overly defensive gameplay. Otherwise, no. While the dirge is not useless, as I just explained, they are just, they are just there to, to defend a turtling, to defeat a turtling player. Because if a map like the last one or this one has a lot of choke points, and they have, for example, a lot of echoes that can just sit there and it's really hard to push through without any epic units. But yeah, Gorth might be in the winner's final as really an underdog here. I would say if I went into the tournament, I would say he would be the number 4. Very close with Tomiga, 4 or 5 with Tomiga, But, he's taking games off the number 1 right now, at least in my opinion, in this tournament. And I think it's also the first map loss for Mermixer. Although we have to also acknowledge that it was because of the dirge as well. Because he was pushing Gorthauer back a little bit. But even so, even if he didn't go for the dirge, it wasn't a clear-cut victory for anyone. Alright, let's get into it. Mermixer on the top side and on the bottom left we have Gorthauer. And yeah, 1-1. The winner of this is in the winner's final, which is a big advantage because this is actual double elimination, which is not usual in RTS. It's more of a fighting game thing. If you watch any fighting game tournaments, they have always double elimination. If you watch any RTS tournaments, they try to avoid that because it can feel very one-sided, I guess. But this is the normal way to do double elimination, basically. Which means if you're on the winner's side and you go to the finals, your opponent has to beat you once, and then there's another set that they have to also win. Because basically, to lose in a double elimination tournament, no matter where you are, you have to lose twice. And if you're in the finals without having any loss, you get the second series. That is how double elimination works. However, for time's sake and to not drag it out too much, the way we do it is the normal finals is best of 5, and if there's a reset, it's best of 3 only. Because 2 best of 5s in the same matchup, it's a lot. And also most players want to have double elimination in this, and I do not want to have this pseudo double elimination where you are basically not getting any advantage from not dropping any set, while everyone else is allowed to drop one. Anyways, only two more Extractor constructions to talk over until the game starts. But by the way, this is the mild version of it. We are playing obviously on QuickScript, which gives you some resources at the start. Before QuickScript, this would take 5 minutes or 6 minutes. We are only 2 minutes wasting basically for just build up. So that's always already a big improvement. Both starting their advance now. On this map again, Echo's very good unit. You see all those choke points. Easy to put your AoE down. And once it's down, they tear through units. Like, 1 is good, 2 is extremely strong, and like 3 on like if 3 circuits are overlapping, you do not go through there. Like if you have a bunch of units and walk through there, not much will come out on the other side. But the downside, of course, of those echoes is they shoot so slow, so it is highly telegraphed and you can easily dodge them. But it is like a nice little micro mini game basically where you have to dodge the circles. I saw, I think, in the Stormgate, when they shot the gameplay, they have actually artillery which is kind of going into the direction of Grey Goo artillery, which I like a lot. Because Grey Goo artillery is my favorite artillery. And yeah, the Extractor hunt has begun now. But yeah, short versus short early game. Not the most exciting early game that is out there. Gorth really needs to retreat though, he will lose a lot of units here if he sticks around. Though he could hide in the brush. But mimics have brush vision, I think. So it wouldn't help much. And we have the Klaxons again. He has been converted successfully into the Church of Klaxons. I really like the double crucible, but you need to be careful. As we saw in the last game, Mermixer managed to kill quite a few extractors because he will have more clashes on the map. Your armies will be less mobile, but stronger if it's like singular big battles. Then again, Mermixer's building Klaxons, which are the least mobile unit, and it looks like there's a little bit of lag here. I hope that doesn't influence the players too much here. Oof, Gorth, careful there. What I like, there are the early sirens. He's like, not again. Important, yeah, that's a thing a lot of shots do. They have them just with their army, and they will run in and die. If you have if you attack with a siren, they just run into the enemy and die. What you want to do is, if you think you're getting Shriek Rush, you just build two sirens and just park them like here, and when you need them, you move them out. That's how you better do it, because having them with your army doesn't do anything. Because your army is rarely the target of enemy air. I guess if they're going for max, they do a lot of damage, of course, but then it's always weird because sirens might not even be able to catch them in time if the enemy does it correctly. Some extractors getting traded here. Oh no, and the next siren bites the dust, yeah. It's just something you need to be careful with. That was not a sale, I think. I haven't looked at the resources, so I'm not sure if it was sold or destroyed. Oh, he really needs to stop those. They are not free, they are actually a bit pricey. I mean, to be fair, they're granting brush vision right now, but he's losing a lot. There's a little bit of a counter attack as well. Ooh, this extractor will go down. He did not pull it back. This one could have been saved, but was not. And yeah, oh, Gorth needs to work a little bit on his echo control as well. He moves them too much. Echoes are so good, but you can destroy their DPS yourself by moving them. Optimally, you would put them on a separate control group. Nice run by though at the top as well from Gorth. We have actually a really close game on our hands. 6 Extractors versus 6. We have again a Zenith, but for Max this time he does not try to go for the cheese. He tries to go for the honest army destruction here. Max of course really good against Clashers. Fuchs as well, die to them. And Echoes I guess are weak to them as well. But it's really nice to see now Echoes competitively used in Grey Goo. That was not the case before Vorp Mod. You would never see them because they had like, I don't know what their damage was before, but it was certainly lower. The thing though is 1 deep damage point difference like makes a huge difference because it's AoE and that was a huge hit right there. Gorth needs to retreat here and he will lose quite a few important units. And the run by as well gets caught by Klaxons. We have mass Klaxons here from Mermixer, the Klaxon hater himself, building now a lot of them. But as you can see, they're doing quite a nice job. But nice split here by, or run by, I guess, by Mermixer and evading some Klaxon shots because you can dodge them as well a little bit. Unless you move the targeted unit as well, I guess. Okay, the state of things right now is still quite even. Army supply rather even. Eco completely even. And technology slight advantage for Mermixer because he has more. He has access to air units. And oh god, the sirens though. Imagine if he hadn't lost any sirens. But yeah, that's again. All the players are rusty, no one has actually played a lot recently, so those are the things that get lost first, I guess, by not playing. Oh, the Max actually really good because they two-shot them. And he's doing a little bit here of the line movement, which is something you never want to do. Always move in a like concave or at least a blob. A blob is actually better than this. Blob dies to Max and stuff like this easier, but if you move in a line, everything just gets picked off one after another and you don't do any damage to your opponent. And I really need to ask Gorth after this if he knows that Echoes can attack ground. Because that is a big deal. And again, he interrupts him. No. He just attack moves and when the unit dies, they stop their attack and try to move on to the next unit. It might actually be enough here, but yeah, actually Gorthauer, man. I actually need to check if I have the names right. Yes, he is such a big underdog and he might be in the winners finals. Although, Mermixer certainly is not beaten yet, but if you get Echoes here, it gets tough. It gets real tough. Nice awareness by Mermixer, not just walking into the circuits of death here. Basically, if you know StarCraft 2, those are basically like Liberators, just that they do AoE damage. But they're on the ground, of course, instead of flying units. But yeah, Mermixer kind of on his last legs and Gorthauer on point. You do not just mindlessly run into your enemy and fight him. You put some units to the side and attack the flanks to kill economy. And oh god. He stopped them again! No, that's a big misplay here. Oh, he needs to use attack ground so badly. That, like, this army would be dead right now from Mermixer. But obviously it's still looking fantastic here for Gorth. So we might see the losers final of Mermixer versus Salami, which, you know, quite sick. Oh, they are the Desperation Shrieks. Do we still produce I do not see any. Wait. We still have sirens somewhere. They're probably on the front lines, walking into their death right now. But okay, he now knows now. I really like the. Oh, he has the armor upgrade now for the Klaxons. They have like 10 on armor or something. Like, just look at it. They do not die. Mermixer is fighting back really nicely here. It looked like the game was over, but Mermixer is holding on with his armored Klaxons. The armor only works if other Klaxons are nearby, though. They buff each other up. And he uses the Shrieks to take out Extractors on the map. So this is right now a really messy game state, and it's a lot about multitasking here right now. Let's check the actual Extractor count. I hate the colors, Goth. Okay, Goth is still ahead by 4 Extractors, but his front army got broken, and he's hunting down the Shrieks now. He really needs a Zenith. He really needs a Zenith, because he has nothing for air vision, so he cannot attack this Shriek at the moment. He literally cannot do anything against it, because he has no air vision. He needs a Zenith himself. And he has the money for it. He tries to go for the attack instead, but now Mermixer has realized how damn good those echoes are, and he's building echoes now himself, and both are standing in the circles of death. But of course the army of Goth is quite a lot bigger, and Goth is maxed out here. Oh, there are 3 though, 3 echoes, and you can see that's so much damage. You need a Zenith at this point if you are Goth. I mean, he still might be able to just overwhelm, but you need a Zenith to deal with those echoes and with those enemy air units. Oh my god, the front line siren kills a lot, and those die as well. If sirens pull you down onto either water or hills or rocks or buildings or something, like on any unwalkable terrain, the units just die instantly. And now we just see a lot of these units flying over the screen. Obviously this is a very choke point heavy map, so those echoes are really good. But Goth has like the strategically upper hand, but in terms of army control, I think Mermixer still has the edge here. So while he's 50 supply down, Mermixer is still holding on and actually making some good progress. He's still losing Extractors though. Do we have a Zenith? We do not have a Zenith. That's a huge misplay here. If Goth loses, it is because of a Zenith. He's building more Crucibles, but yeah, he needs a Zenith here. Really badly. Mermixer is equaling up the score. I do not even want to know how much those Shrieks killed. How many Extractors died to them. Like those 2 Spigots, he cannot take them, because he has nothing against the Shriek. Where are the Zeniths? He's building more and more advance. Now he just needs to move one of them. And those armored Klaxons, they cannot charge any longer, so for almost every upgrade there's a drawback. But they are so tough to kill. And yeah, Mermixer asked for the 40-minute Goo, and we might get it on this map, honestly. Especially if both continue to mess up those echoes. But yeah, you can see those, they are not quite optimally placed. Also, echoes are not the fastest unit, so they can get hunted down. Okay, do we have a Zenith now? We do not have a Zenith, god damn it. And now, that's nice amplifier snipes, it stops all the fugue and echo production. Only Klaxons can be built from unpowered stuff. Oh, Mermixer is trying to push through now. If he kills all those echoes, that's a huge blow. They are on the run. Will they get away though? Yeah, okay, they will survive this encounter. Oh no, they don't build because there are no amplifiers. Sirens need amplifiers to be constructed. He's not actually building any anti-air. And they're not just blocking the add-ins. This is actually, I think, it's so hard to say because supplies are really good for Gorth, but I think Mermixer is actually doing it. This is actually painful to see right now because Gorth is playing so well, but there's this one strategical massive error of not getting a Zenith at all. You do need a Zenith in this matchup. And I guess if you have so much trouble with those air units, you can get a scout, an upgrade, which makes your air scouts an anti-air unit that can AOE damage them. And keep in mind, Shrieks cannot shoot up. So if you have those upgraded air scouts, they are non-issue. Okay, finally a Siren in his base. The damage was enormous, but okay, yeah. The Shrieks ensure that those echoes do not just block this path for forever. This is such a wild game. And now Mermixer is certainly ahead. Yeah. He has 11 extractors. This is such a heartbreak, but it's not over yet. Mermixer though in control of the game. He was just better with his tech choices. He did not stop on the ground. He used air units as well. We have triple amplifier. We might see maybe a dirge, but I do not think that Gorth is in a position to build a dirge at the moment. What a great game though. This is the type of short reshot I'm here for. I know I'm repeating myself, but I still not Zenith. I mean, he has a lot of Sirens now, but yeah, he's still moving them with his whole army as well. Yeah, we have only 5 extractors left now. Yeah, those Shrieks, man. Those Shrieks carried so hard. And now Gorth is forced to walk into the echoes to defend his base, and I think this might be it. We were so close. We were so close to the big upset happening here. But oh well, it is what it is. Certainly I'm impressed by Gorth's play. Yeah, 4 extractors against 14. There's no way. Yeah, one of the weaker points of Grey Goo is when you have a game that is basically over, but you still have to wait for it to actually end. But yeah, this should be it now. With the echoes down, there is no way back into this game. So it looks like we have Salami versus Goth in the lower bracket, but I'm not so sure anymore if Salami is actually the favorite here. Because Goth, he outmacroed Mermixer, and that's not easy to do with Enshroud Reshroud. Oh my god, look at this air army. Grey Goose normally not a game where you see a lot of air. They are more like a support unit in this game. But Shroud, they can build quite a lot of them and be efficient with them. Yeah, Goff really wants to hang on here. He was so close to victory. It's quite understandable. Was at the gates of his enemy, but then the Shriek backstab completely destroyed him. But yeah, Mermixer is maxed out on supply and he has 10k resources banked up. There's no way in hell. Absolutely no way. Yeah, he goes for the amplifier snaps, which is the weakness of the Shroud base. Without the amplifiers, the production shuts down to the most basic units. Yeah, he just doesn't care for the army anymore, he just wants to kill everything that, you know, might enable the enemy to come back, and there's the GG. Gorthauer played very well, but it was not quite enough. Oh, sorry, I was muted there for a second. But yeah, that was a great game. Let me quickly look up the next game. Okay, Salami is there. It just needs a minute. Let me ask Mermixer if he wants to join us. But yeah, now we go to the losers bracket, which means best of one. All losers bracket is best of one. And the winner of that faces Mermixer in the winners final. Hello.
Oh, I'm not good at this game, am I?
Bro, this last game, oh my god. It was such a heartbreak for me. It was so over. You were so dead. Also, I think like Gorthauer might be favored against Salami now.
Maybe.
Are you scared to face him again if he comes back, you know, from the depths of lower bracket?
What if I do something devious and I play like human or something? Like an actual good faction?
Wait, then you
Not
just
Shroud.
lose.
Nah.
I've seen your human, mate. Okay,
I can lose like
to be fair,
4 times.
To be fair,
be fine.
if you just do a revolver rush, it might work. It might just work with scope.
I remember the good old days where I killed Exit with like a 3-6 revolver rush.
I just went too greedy and thought, you know, just win now, and then I built an Extractor, and it was not that smart. Not the best move.
Sometimes you just build the Extractor that you're not allowed to build.
Yeah, exactly. Forbidden Extractor, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, also Salami is streaming the whole thing, and he has like okay, not the last game, but right now,
yeah,
he has like 100 viewers, so you know,
the big views.
Second biggest Grey Goose stream of all time or something. No, not quite.
Yeah.
But that's 1/4 of the like 75k tournament, you know.
Yeah.
Which is, you know.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
I mean that one tournament that you ended up winning, I think we also had like 100 or something people.
Oh yeah, wait, we got the big raid once, right?
Yeah, probably from Salami, anyways.
Yeah, there was a Salami raid. I remember that, but it was also a kind of a terrible game, I think. Oh no, wait, it was the big finals, right? Where yeah. How's the tournament going? It's going pretty great. We had like a sick game. The last one was really nice. We had like 2 really nice games today, I think.
Yeah, which
doesn't sound like a ton, but it's also a lot of Shroud v Shroud today because everyone that decided to show up was a Shroud. Sadly, no Yggdrasil. Unlucky.
Unlucky. All the Goo players are asleep.
Yeah, true. Today was the day for every Goo because we have a bug in the game which doubles the refresh rate of spigots.
Double it. Wow.
Well, I don't know if it's actually doubles them, but oh no.
Oh hell no. Who would
Well,
want to voluntarily play on this map?
Discovered. Oh, we see another big one.
Discovered.
I need your bet right now. Is Salami going to stick to Shroud?
I mean, if Salami has watched the last few games, then I believe in him. Surely he can learn fast and know what to do.
That's the correct map, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Yggdrasil, if it's like 5 minutes late or something, you can still just hit me up. But yeah, if round 1 is already over, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he can sub in for like the people that left.
Yeah, true. That's something that's also possible. Because there are always 1 or 2 people that drop out. Or one time where everyone dropped out, there were like 2 people left, which
happens.
Okay, 5 minutes ago. Yeah, okay, that's. Oh no, wait, that's just his default setting. Oh, I knew it.
I see the tech. He saw Gorth lose.
He saw that.
He's like, yeah, it's time.
Like, Gorth did go for 3 extractors again. If he does it 3 times in a row, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind if he does it on this map. On this map, it's death. It's nothing else. It's just death.
Yeah, you just die.
You cannot do anything.
Like any 1v1 map, like you just get scouted and they're like, free win.
Yeah,
3-1 for my soup people.
No one will drop out anymore because we're on top 3 already.
Yeah.
And if you drop out, then you lose your lunch money. And no one wants
You lose your lunch money.
Yeah. You're part of the Mermixer welfare fund.
Part of...
Oh, wait, overlay.
Yeah.
God damn it. Huh. Map. Nah, I just leave map empty. No one cares about it anyways.
That is very true.
I'm never quite sure if I should call him Salami or what, Corvius or whatever the new name is.
Yeah, there's a new name on the block.
It has been years, you know.
Has he used the name Salami before? I don't even know.
Yeah, Salami was always his name, I think.
I don't even have records of times of that time.
Yeah. I just since I know him, it was his name. I was not on the Discord like right at the start. I was like towards the end of Great Goo being actually considered alive, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever that meant.
Back when you still had like a queue.
Yeah. It's such a sad thing because right now the game is so much better because of the mods and stuff. So we never had the queue, but now we don't have we never had the good stuff on the queue basically. But now we don't have the queue.
Do you see what I'm seeing? You see a Gorthauer banking up resources.
Oh my god. But also Salami's not scouting.
Yeah, why not?
He cannot keep getting away with this.
No.
Oh my
not
god.
another one of those.
This is I hate everything
this is
right
getting
now.
illegal.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the tech. I will just play Goo against him. I have no clue how to play late game Goo, but I don't need to, right?
Well, the thing is, I think Goo late game is like really hard to play.
Yeah, that's the thing with Goo is
because
late game is hard and early game is like he who two moms.
Exactly.
I build small proteins.
The thing is, you get attacked and you get stressed out, and like in every other race, you just want to always spend your money, right? But then in Goo, you spend your money and suddenly you have never any large proteins and you're just getting
it's
wrecked.
like you will never get another mom.
And he's just attacking. No, he's not.
No, he's just walking him back.
Oh my.
He's walking it back straight into the small protein.
Why? Questionable.
No clue.
But also, he survives. Oh no, he got away with it. There's another mother Goo. He got away with murder, and this is the best of one.
What? This is a very dead extractor, don't know. If he blocks it.
Does it block? Yeah, no. See, stuff in Grey Goo is incredibly slippery. It's way harder than like
it's true.
Warcraft 3 or something to block stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Still worse than like StarCraft. Then again, in StarCraft you don't block with units. Just kill them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, both are comparable, but yeah. Yeah, there's nothing where you actually do it like Extractor body block.
Yeah. Like in Warcraft you do it, but not in StarCraft.
Okay, but obviously the game is still not over. It was a greedy opening and he got away with it, but it's not like, ooh, he wins now.
He can recover now that he has his 5 advance and the amplifier.
Yeah, no. I'm saying he's ahead.
Yeah.
Since we reduced the armor of short extractors by 2. And the sneakiest nerf is the drover, like the cone. We made the cone smaller for the AoE.
Yeah. They are bad units now.
In these fights you don't notice it, but in the big fights you actually notice it, and it's suddenly like, oh, I cannot just kill tank units with drovers anymore.
I'm still waiting to see like an actual good Goo versus human.
Yeah, where you need...
I want to see a Goo die horribly when he goes for like 50 drovers.
To be fair, 50 drovers... Well, it used to be good because drovers were broken, because you could even do it against Valiants. But now you cannot.
You had to do it against Valiants because of Funny Valiant, but that's a different story.
I'm also still not sure if the Valiant is fine now. But it is a nerf, definitely.
Well, we haven't seen the Valiant all tournament, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Someone needs to tell Vorp to build more Valiants. I think they're good.
I think you still want to produce them out of one factory, for sure. Okay, now we see the new drovers. They do not have a bigger, like the big attack cone any longer. And you can see the difference.
You can see that they are...
But he's still breaking through, to be honest.
Yeah, he says far more units.
Wait, how many? Okay, we have 6 extractors though. It's kind of fine still.
6 moms, yeah. Yeah, wait, this is...
Oh no, the extractor.
That is not fine.
He knows.
Because that's soon to be 3 extractor shroud.
Yeah, and 4 is the magic number for shroud. Before that, it's bad. And we do not have a crucible, sadly.
No, a crucible would be important, but we're getting an amplifier instead, which is something that we can't afford.
So I guess you play shroud versus Goo then in the fight. No, it's not over yet.
It depends on what Salami does.
Yeah,
what if Salami is suddenly beta or something? No.
That was not a cell, oh god.
The cell doesn't matter.
Oh, the cell matters, he could have replaced it right away.
Yeah, replace it where? For it to instantly die again?
No, he has enough to defend it, the problem was positioning.
Oh, he doesn't have enough to defend it? You see this in the center?
Well, if the top army would be there as well.
All of this dies.
Yeah, this is over now.
This is very ogre.
But if you had everything together, it would be fine.
Maybe.
But yeah, you normally...
you still have...
You normally rush Klaxons, so this doesn't happen.
Yeah, you want some form of tier 2.
But that's also the thing where if you have not played a lot of Warp mod, you don't know this.
Yeah, or like just played in recent times.
Yeah.
Because before Warp mod you could just... if you at this point you have the hull upgrade, you just win, but...
Yeah, but also you would not get there, so...
Yeah, you wouldn't get there, but if you were...
If you were to get there, you would win, yeah.
Yeah.
Decent micro though, but it's just not the numbers. Not the numbers. Oh. Basically, when you see Goo ahead in supply, you know there's trouble. There's a lot of trouble. Looks
because
like
Shroud will have supply in the building queue, but Goo will always have it on the field.
Exactly. There are some howlers on the field now, but without the upgrade...
We have 5 howlers and a dream.
Yeah, they throw tennis balls, basically, if they don't have the upgrade.
Yeah.
I still think we perhaps should buff the howler, like, without the upgrade, but keep them the same with the upgrade, you know? I don't know if it's possible, though. Might not be.
I don't know.
Because they're a little bit sad.
I need to learn how to play with tier 2 before we start adding back in the howlers.
I mean, they are still doable with the upgrade.
They're doable. That's for sure. Same way that Klaxons do things, but...
Yeah.
I'm still mad that this cheesy guy over here did not go for the dirt rush when I said dirt rush in all shit. It's like, no, I'll just attack you.
Yeah. So, yeah, we have you versus Salami.
Me versus Salami. Big finals.
Yes, good luck to you.
Oh, Vorp is back now. Hell yeah. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Do I start? Yeah, I do.
Oh, I forgot.
Why does he not want to play Tux?
I don't know. If he plays good, then it's a little bit understandable.
No. He's just being cringe and doesn't want to play on Alpha, sexy new map. Someone like put the timestamp for this and then we send this to Alpha so he knows that his map is appreciated.
Ziggurat is the map. Alright, I have to kick you now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Ziggurat is it? Yeah. Ziggurat Tournament Edition. Alright then. I assume we see a Goo versus Shroud in the finals, which makes me happy because it's not Shroud v Shroud. And yeah, still have the bug in the game, but it should... beta, actually, I would love it, but is that what he intends? Oh, holy, I love it. Alright then. I honestly expect Salami to do a cheese here. Because Salami is quite a cheesy player, I must say. Quite a cheesy player. Alright. We have a best of 5, and if Salami wins the best of 5, it will transfer to a best of 3. And let's see who can take it in these epic grand finals. Alright, in the top right, we have Mermixer playing Shroud. And in the bottom left, we have Salami playing Beta, which is quite unusual for him. But yeah, if you disregard current form and stuff like that, we have two of the, I guess, actually considered top players. So this has the potential to be really nice. And yeah, I hope that this will be a nice micro game, because Beta versus Shroud is a little bit under, we don't know too much about it at the moment, because Beta used to have a really hard time versus those Howlers, which we of course nerfed quite a bit. So now, yeah, we can get to see how a more even Beta versus Shroud game can look like. Because before Vorp mod, it was pretty much Stalker Rush or bust. You basically had to fight the Shroud constantly, and if you take one bad fight, it's over. That was how it used to be. Now it should be way more lenient and way more like both players can make a closer amount of this mistakes, I guess. But yeah, not super known yet. We have cross position, of course, which hurts Salami's opening a little bit, because he's quite far away from his opponent, so his early two Stalkers will not arrive too early on the opponent's side of the map, of course. And there we have a little proxy. Oh my. Oh, wait, is that an observer bug, or does he actually see this? That's difficult to tell for me right now. This might be just an observer bug, but no, I think he sees that. Oh my god. It's actually hilarious. We were so close to greatness with the placement of this one. So close. Advance, of course, at home. And yeah, this looks like a macro game. This looks just like a macro game. Of course, that's where Mermixer is at home, but Salami also known to be a decent macro player himself. Just not with Beta, so that's the interesting part. And yeah, I like the proxy factory in principle, but yeah, no, this is actually scouted. Yeah, now it's 1000% confirmed scouted. Yeah, what you want to do in Great Goo is indeed have, as Beta especially, have hidden proxies all over the map to flank your opponent. Because since the units move comparatively slower to other RTS games, travel time of units is a big factor, which why many people do not like that units move slow. The resulting gameplay is actually really nice in my opinion. Anyways, the Extractor here under pressure, he has to retreat. You can see even Commanders do no, never mind, the damage for Commanders is exactly the same as before, it's just one, but the Stalkers do quite a bit more. And honestly, the factory, even though it didn't do any damage, it pulled the army to the side, so the Extractor has to run for now. And oh, this is also a knowledge disadvantage here for Salami. We are playing the Tournament Edition map, which means there's no plus 13 in the center, which usually there is one on the non-Tournament Edition. Right, so this is a knowledge disadvantage here. Because he has, I assume he hasn't played this map yet before, just the old version. He might get an Extractor though, oh that's really close. No. With the repair, it will survive. Still, we have 3 Extractors harvesting only. This third one has been walking around for a long time and, you know, those are all mining. We have a stealth attachment, so we will see the same approach as Tommy Gun. Stealth Stalkers to take out all the Extractors with insane burst damage of the sniper rifle of this upgraded Stalker. Now, the one thing that's really scary here for Salami right now is the center. If he loses this, he will be at a huge disadvantage, and he has no way of fortifying it at the moment because he has only Stalkers, so he cannot put them on his walls. I would like to see Commanders produce here and like building 2 walls or something, because the army of Mermixer is just so much larger at the moment. And he's also going for mass Stalkers, which is the old style. You can obviously still do that, but Commandos are actually really good against Shroud. Obviously they cannot hunt down Extractors, but they can hunt, they trade efficiently versus Clashers, like more efficiently. Oh, we have so much tech early on. This is so dangerous. He's investing in artillery tech as well, right out of the gates. And he's resource capped. So yeah, this army is scary. And Mermixer, oh no, he will lose the center. This. Will he? Wait. Hold. Yeah. Oh no, it's all going downhill here. I never quite understand why you want to proxy refineries. What I actually do is I play it a little bit like humans, and I will just build all my refineries here, just protect them and have the harvesting time a little bit longer because it doesn't actually lower the rate of how you get resources. It just takes a little bit longer to get going basically, but once it gets going it's plus 10 like everything else. And also a positional misplay, losing both hailstorms is a big deal here. The Stalkers were sadly in front of them, not the right front of them I guess. And yeah, oh, and there are the Shrieks. Oh, he's relentless. Yeah, this looks like a one-sided one, because Salami is so under pressure right now, he will not think about any anti-air, and basically your build order against Shroud should include one factory with an anti-air attachment, just to be safe against Shrieks, because Shrieks are so good and so common, it's worth it to just flat out prepare for them in my opinion. Or if you go for an air opening yourself, then you can have air scouts ready to immediately react to any Zenith play that you see. But yeah, those are going to end the game, most likely. This wave casting might be a bit anticlimactic, but it's also, no one gets anything from fake hype, I guess. Sometimes a game is just one-sided. And now he's doing the thing. He doesn't want to commit to Extractors here, so he just puts Advance down to stop the opponent from using them. Okay, Salami sees them now. But is there enough time? Okay, yeah. No, wait. That's artillery. That's air attachment. So what you do actually is not do not start a small hub. You sell this factory and build an air attachment here. That's your best chance at building quick anti-air. Yeah, because now he needs to wait for the small hub, and then he starts building the anti-air attachment. Also, the small hub is easier to kill. Let's see. If he pays attention, Mermixer, he can just snipe the air attachment. We have a big fight in the center, by the way. I did miss that a little bit. But the problem is, again, perfect flanks here. Sniping the artillery. Because the artillery is the big advantage of human or beta versus shroud. They have really good artillery, but he gets cleaned up. Okay, he's not going for a kill move with those shrieks, he's playing it safe. He could have just won the game, but instead he just places them down in annoying positions and then goes back to managing his main army. But yeah, he's building a second base now. And yeah, this is disastrous. Even the wall gets killed. We have anti-air on the field now, but the damage has already been done. 10 extractors versus 5 refineries. But yeah, honestly, you can just see in the army movement alone how often did Mermixer flank his opponent, you know? You just this unique skill to Grey Goo where like positioning is so damn important. You can just see how good he is at it, even if like Mermixer has certainly not the same APM as Salami. But you don't. You know, you can use your other skills to equalize the playing field. Actually, I do not know how many AP Mermixer has. Might actually be quite decent. Yeah, but this is a very defensive position, but you do not win any games with defensive positions. I mean, his strategy right now is to camp in his base and then walk out with stalkers to snipe extractors, but yeah, it's just not. Everything is green on the map, and oh my god. He has built chimes now, which are the detector unit for Shroud, so he can even detect those stalkers. It's always hard to kill a base, but he is maxed out, so he can just run in and trade. He doesn't lose anything, and every unit that dies for Salami is a big blow to him. And there's the GG. So, Mermixer takes the victory here quite convincingly. Let's see if Salami decides to stick to beta here or switch it out a little bit. Basically, if you ask yourself when it all went down, basically when he lost his proxy base in the center. You cannot do that, and the tech was very fast, so he could not contest the clashes on the map. If you want to tech fast, by the way, do go for Discovered Plains, the next map. Do go for Commandos because they trade better than. Wait, do we have a TE? Wait. Yeah, we have one. Yeah, okay. Mermixer just confirms that the Extractor was. The factory was in his vision range, so he saw that. Alright. We have switched to Goo now. So, At least you see all the races overall. Most of it is versus Shroud, but at least the other side is always different. Yeah, this covered plains, we saw earlier how he beat Goth on it. So I guess, Goth, if you are watching right now, maybe you see how to do it. If he wins, that is. In the top right, we have Mermixer playing as Shroud, and in bottom left, we have Salami playing as Goo. Keep in mind, Goo and Shroud are Salami's main races, so you should be a little bit more used to this race. On this map also, it's very close to the map he knows. The only difference is that the rivers are not there, but that doesn't matter for Goo at all, and that you can walk past these rocks on the sides. This would be nice to know for Goo, of course, but if he pass past them, you should notice it. Rip the Drover dream, but also the Drover, the Mimic is kind of scam in this matchup for Goo, because if it sees the Drover, it can basically kill the Drover, because it is both faster and stronger than the Drover, so it just hunts it down. So yeah, Salami has now the advantage of the double gathering or refreshment speed of those spigots, so he actually still has orange stuff left, even though he had to hide here for a long time. He tries the sandwich move, but Mermixer good with his reaction times, and he gets away. And yeah, another scam. Mimic is straight up the fastest unit on the ground, so you will not catch it, especially not with Drovers. Actually would have loved to see some Striders here, but the Drovers, at least like 4 Drovers, are enough to like keep it at bay, because if he attacks, then he can always retreat with the herd Drovers to regenerate them. But yeah, you can also just immediately see how different the if you compare this to the Gorthauer game, Mermixer right from the start feels like he's completely in control. A small mistake by Salami also is you normally want to go here, because then you have 3 spigots that are mostly safe. Oh, nice trap though. He splits his units to get the Mimic down. That's a nice play here by Salami. So you can see high level play from him as well. Okay, I know that I nitpick way too much when casting, but if you build a new Mother Goo, I mean, I guess it's also for you guys to learn that are watching. If you build a new Mother Goo, you take the one that has orange stuff and move it to another spigot, not the one that has none. Because this one is not processing right now. This one would be if it would walk over here. Just so everyone, gets to learn a little bit while watching. And yeah, here you can see the early Crucible is required, because if you just ban Clashes, they will still lose the Drovers easily, even though the Drovers got nerfed. Yeah. But once you have the Klaxons, you can start attacking the Goo again. Of course, the disadvantage here is Shroud doesn't have any easy access to A units, so Goo can easily hide on the hills. But yeah, that game is really even right now. Ooh, but this is a risky attack here by Salami, because he is so heavy on those Drovers. He needs more Striders, because the only way he can beat this army once the Klaxon is out is he needs to focus the Klaxon with his Striders and kill it before it gets like 2 shots off, because they do massive damage. It's actually insane. And Drovers don't do damage again, like they do 1 damage per hit. They are so tanky, and it's 30 damage, so they almost 2-shot Drovers. And they have a rather big AoE radius. Basically, Klaxons are fat and slow Drovers. And they hard counter Drovers like nothing else in the game. Okay, there are Striders now. So this is a 4-Mother Goo all-in. You can see he completely stopped building any type of resources. So The difficult part for Mermixer is right now he's blind, but he's building an air unit, so he will soon see what is happening out on the map. Basically, if he defends the attack, he should be winning, or at least, you know, be in a very good spot. But it's also a bit dangerous, but oh no. The drawers are all clumped up. And one shot. Okay, actually, both Klaxons die. The issue is you do not want to charge with them in while the clashes are too far behind. You want to use them more purposefully. Drovers are now hitting the field, and you can see they are nerfed. They do not just cut through them immediately. And it looks like Mermixer is holding on. But Salami will go up to 8 Mother Goose probably. No, he's building more units, okay. It's dangerous now to go for more Mother Goose because there's a chime on the field, which means we will see hills are not safe anymore. He can still use it to escape, of course, and oh, Mermixer overcommits. Yeah, he knows it now. It's super dangerous. Okay, he sacrifices some units, but there's no Klaxon nearby. And now you see that Drover still can do it. They will completely destroy this army because you need those Klaxons nearby. Klaxon are your Drover insurance. This is actually quite a close game, and I really love this because Salami is on 5 Mother Goose now. We still have only 3 Extractors, so Mermixer really needs one more. But he has also a lot of Klaxons, so I do not think Salami can actually do anything here. We have Echoes on the way. Echoes on this map kind of really good, but also they can be outmaneuvered easily. Oh, I do not like this what he does with the Drovers. Drovers still only deal 1 damage per hit. And we have Klaxons. Oh, this one is... What is he doing? Okay, there we go. I do not see those Drovers do anything. A human or beta base you can walk in and snipe some workers, but Trot doesn't have workers. They have only those big armored buildings that gather the resources. Oh, and... Oh my god, this is now the reverse thing of the last time. He did not see them. Quite the intense game. He has now 1 Echo. And his Echo Micro was really good in the game versus Gorth, so I expect a lot here. And on this map specifically, they are really nice. This is not a huge army though, and if Salami attacks from this and this side at once... Oh no, Salami doesn't know. Yes, he should know now. Oh, but now the problem is his army is not split, and if he has to attack into an Echo, that is not nice. Yeah, he just retreats. That is probably the correct call. As Goo, you want to attack from all sides at once. Well, you want to do that with every race, but with Goo, it's more important because of your drovers. Mother Goo can, of course, escape. He could go for the counter attack as well. Let's see what he does. Oh my god, so smart. So smart. He knows the enemy army is coming from this angle, so I have my Echo prepared. Sadly, it's not so broken that it kills everything. It's still a little bit balanced. And now we will see Salami trying to attack from all 4 sides. And Mermixer needs to be really careful. But the timing is off. The left flank attacks first, so he will lose the left flank and he might lose the right flank afterwards. Okay, he gets all the Klaxons, so this will get cleaned up. Still look at supplies. Goo is ahead, and Goo ahead is always bad news because Goo is supposed to have lower supply than the other races. Okay, but we have 5 Extractors, so he used the time to really eco up heavily. Sorry for the Discord sound there. 1 Extractor though gets caught off guard. Supplies are even. The Klaxons are in a bad spot, though they attack the Extractor. Still Still a few good shots there. Oh, but it looks like Salami is overwhelming? Question mark? Oh, yeah. With this flank now. Echoes are so good, but if they get flanked, they get, see, you can outmove them. Like, their DPS is great, but they are not as flexible. Oh, still? He holds on. It's not over yet. Mermixer is still in this. Still fighting on. And now there's a run by again, but there are Klaxons and the Striders as well. If they don't get focused by the Striders, they still do a ton of damage. Yeah, okay, that's a good defense, but oh god, the tier 1 spam continues. Yeah. Well, I always want to say, well, this is over, but not quite. But yeah, with this Extractor, we are down to 3 Extractors now. This might be the equalizing game here. Which, I really hope that it continues like this, because this game is really head-to-head right now. This is a great game of Grey Goo. Though, in the grand scheme of things, Salami is in a really nice spot. Okay, one thing I would really love to see, one of those should be the Zenith instead. He could have produced marks. And those just obliterate tier 1. The one thing that's a bit scary here is the longer if those army compositions get to huge fights, Salami's army composition is not good anymore because he's refusing to tackling up. And yeah, you can see it. He does not go for large proteins. Large proteins used to be not that great, I guess, but they are really required now. Yeah. There's another run-by attempt. This time he could get some kills. It's actually impressive how still close this is, I was about to say this is over for Mermixer, but now I'm about to say it again, but if it's just the big fights, it's so good for Mermixer, but the flanking is really nice here from Salami. And he has just such a huge eco lead. No tech so far though. And this is again terrible for Salami, but the issue for Mermixer, of course, is his economy at this point. But yeah, somehow this game is still going on, and we're building more Extractors again. Salami has kind of stopped expanding. Oh, but he immediately sold this one again because he saw the army coming from the side. Always one step ahead here, Salami. And again, you see, he never attacks from one side, because that's how you lose especially against Shroud. Like those Klaxons, they will just, beat you up. But always from multiple pathways. You do that with every race in Grey Goo, of course, but that's just, such an important skill to have. And you see those Striders sniping those dangerous Klaxons, and now the Drovers move in to deal with those unarmored clashes. Still, as you can see, Drovers are not what they used to be, so now they actually trade. They do not just erase, But still, even with the nerf Drovers, Salami overwhelms. Okay, this is a good defensive echo, of course. Like, if you have 3 there, then it's just blocked off for your opponent. But defending alone won't win you any games. It's actually, he just refuses to expand. Just refuses to. Okay, this is really nice. Here's this air scout. He knows where the enemy is moving. And so he can adjust his echoes accordingly. Also nice play by Salami. He knows he has map control. He does not allow any hidden extractors here gathering resources. He says, okay, you don't get more than 3 extractors. Everything else is off limits. And of course you cannot win off 3 extractors. Now I think should be the real time to really go for tier 2. Because the only way to lose this for Salami is if you take a horrible fight into AoE. And if you have some upgraded destructors, or if you have bastions, they protect against that. Or they minimize the risk at least. But he's just waiting it out at the moment. Perhaps going for... No, it does not look like he's going for a dirge. Still no large proteins, he's just going for the small ones. And yeah, you can see this, again, a nice little detail. You do not rush into a brush. You first send out your artillery to make sure it's clear. Because if they're sitting a lot of drovers and you move in and they move out, you are in trouble. Okay, this flank now, he can just move in there. Oh, he's so scared of the echoes though. He's so scared of the echoes. But they take so long, he could have gotten in there easily. Now it's too late. But he goes in from the other side, yeah. And now he waits here, yeah, for them to stop. And now he can move in. I do love all the echo interactions that they bring. On some maps they could get toxic if they really just block a ramp off completely and then you need to wait to get something to deal with them, but yeah, we have the 1-1. Salami claws back here and yeah, let's see how this continues. Of course, if Salami wins this, there will be another best of 3 afterwards. But yeah, we get there when we get there, I guess. Ziggurat Plateau. Another big macro map. Well, depending on the spawns, I guess. Oh no, okay, for a second there I thought that we go beta again. Since he stood on his default selection for so long. Actually, I just want to check quickly how... there he's still streaming Grey Goo. Just want to see, how the game's doing with the other people. Okay, anyways, top right, Salami playing as Goo, and he might notice, oh, there are 2 spigots here, that's not normal. Might be happy about it. Okay, he waits for the second Malgo, is actually smart. And in the bottom left we have Mermixer. So... yeah, I don't know, he took both of them, but it's not a big deal since the refresh bug. Doesn't have to wait long anyways. But yeah, I honestly don't think it's a huge deal, it just makes Goo quite a lot easier. Or quite a bit, I guess. Don't have to be so, perfect with your pathing, and I guess you just simply don't lose resources due to pathing. Though this is questionable that he stays there. Normally Goo players move to the left because while there are no hills here, you can still use this valley to escape the enemy scout. It's funny because this is normally what you see absolute beginners do, just sitting at the spawn with their mother goose. But the radiants are enough here. And I honestly quite like them. Oh my god. Okay, I thought for a second that you would lose the Mimic, because radiants are also almost as fast, only 10 speed slower. So it's hard to escape from them, but then again their damage is not that high. Oh, we go 3 extractors, okay. On this map obviously it is you can do that, especially if you scout the enemy so fast. Oh, the Mimic goes down, huge blunder. Yeah. We see more and more mother goose being produced. And we have 5 advents now. So this will be a bigger push here from Mermixer. And one of those will soon be morphed into a crucible to defend against the drovers, of course. Yeah, the early game in this matchup is a little bit more static than the other matchups, just because yeah, you are required to go for the crucible tech basically. You could try to go for marks early on, but then you need 2 amplifiers to just get going, and you would be so weak like in the time between the marks and, you know, like where normally the klaxons are done. Yeah, Salami is just going for a macro approach. Let's see if he pressures on 4 mother goose again. No, there's a 5th one already. It does make sense on this map because it's so big and open. You do not, like, those klaxons and echoes are a bit weaker on this map because it's just so open. So, you know, if you fight here, you can take from all these angles. I guess the center is a little bit more closed off, but in general, this is quite the open map. So you don't really need to be afraid of like the shot camping on on echoes here. Oh, we see Howlers now. He's back to his old reliable, you know. Good old Howler. Of course, not what it used to be, but they will still shred drovers if they are upgraded. That is the big if here, and we do not see any artillery tech yet, which, you know, is a little bit concerning. Just a tad bit concerning, you know. Just a teeny tiny bit. Though he has a klaxon, the big boy is ready to defend the drovers. But yeah, I keep my eye here on the artillery tech. Oh, we see huge waves of goo coming out on the map. We have 6 mother goose against 5 extractors. Alright, so this is a really good economic position here for Mermixer, but he needs obviously to hold on to that. And unupgraded howlers are not that great here, because also what happens is the drovers can just walk under the shots, basically. And the Salami, of course, is mixing drovers and striders up to deal with klaxons and clashers. But Mermixer is aware now there are big, large amounts of units on the field. Oh, we have echoes already. I like all these like choices like howlers and echoes, but I think it's too much of those, you know? A bit too fancy, especially like if you don't have the upgrades. Also, you can only get the echo upgrade or the howler upgrade. The echo upgrade is not as required, but it's actually really good if you get it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What do we have here? Salami just is aware of all the main bases, always sends his scouts out. Oh, this is a big, big issue here. And it's always the thing. You hide your stuff, you play with fire, and most top players will just always like, if you have so many units, there's no reason not to scout every extractor over and over again, you know? If you have this amount of units, it's totally fine. Although Salami again is not exploding in his mother goo count as much as one would expect. He has a huge army on the field, so the ecos are still head to head. Goo is supposed to be slightly ahead in Mother Goose. Hellfire would say you need double the amount to be even, but that's not quite true. And you just need, this is fine for Goo as well. Though again, slightly concerning for Mr. Goo is those are all tier 1 units. That's fine as long as the armies don't get too big. Because if you have 20 Klaxons, you will never one-shot them before they erase all the drovers. And again, he does this enough down there. The reasoning behind this is he does not want to reduce his advent production, of course, but he's not even using them fully. I think it should definitely be incentive here. Marks are so good. They would literally, 3 of them would destroy this army. 70% of it probably. Anyways, it looks like the first big fight is about to commence. The army, of course, bigger for... Oh, nice run by Wasteland. Again, never attack from one side. Never from one side only. You attack with your front army and you backstab with your other army. However, the drovers here, they won't... Yeah, this is a terrible fight for Salami, so it looks like. The Klaxons are down now though. The drovers are breaking through the front lines here. Okay, maybe I've misjudged this situation. Yeah, actually, the army's doing quite well. I totally misjudged this one. And yeah, oh my god, he might get 2 extractors. Looks like Mermixer still has some trouble in the Goo vs Shroud matchup here. It was close until it wasn't. I guess the echoes were not a good solution on this map. And maybe versus Goo in general, because the Goo army is rather fast, so you just move out of the way of the circuits. They are very weak to AoE, that is true, but oh my god, yeah, if he loses this, he's down to 1 extractor, that's not good. And I do not understand the unupgraded Howlers, to be honest. I'm the one who says that Howlers are not that bad with the upgrade, even after it enough, but not without the upgrade. They were always bad without the upgrade. And yeah, right now again, it's just sitting and hoping that the high quality army can triumph in a big fight. But you see how many striders he has? He has seen that, Salami has seen that the ratio of Klaxons to Clasher is quite heavily favored towards the Klaxons. And again, this army might be able to be okay against this army, but there's a second one and it kills again an Extractor. He doesn't get a chance to defend here. I would love to see Max here. But I do not think we will get them. Because players tend to see templates and are like, okay, I will not build any air any longer, except air scouts. But that is like the wrong conclusion to take. Because if you know those 2 are there, and you come in from this angle, you still kill everything. If you come in from this angle, you're still fine. If you spread your units and come from this angle, you will lose 1. You know? Templates are ridiculously strong against air, of course, but it's not like they invalidate them completely. At least not bombers. You cannot build shrieks against them, for example. At least not in a direct engagement. If you want to go for Mother Goose, you still can do that. But yeah. This looks like we have a 2-1. Alright, we have a 2-1 lead now for Salami. Keep in mind there is the bracket reset if Salami wins. Okay, this map used to be terrible for Goo, though we have adjusted it a bit to include more hills so they can hide better. So let's see how this one goes. Top right we have Salami and top left we have Mermixer. They are close spawn. This is a little bit dangerous. I would not go for the triple Extractor. But let's see if Mermixer can bring it back here. I think last game he just went a little bit too fancy with the tech. Honestly, just klaxons and clashes were the best way there. You can go for howlers, but then you just build the upgrade. You do not build any howlers until the upgrade is almost done. So, because without them, it's just not worth it. Okay, we will see some nice damage here though. The issue is always if you balance in a small community, you know. If there's just no good player around, it's really hard to judge that race, right? We don't have a beta around right now. How good is beta? I don't know. Maybe it's the strongest race right now. No one knows. We only have good Shroud, human players, and Goo if Salami's around, you know. And Elfire. But I guess Salami's a little bit like, you know, a little bit of a even higher caliber, I guess. And yeah, we see the 2 Extractor opening, he's playing it safe, which is what I would like to see. Oh, Mermixer has some problems. I think he still plays on his mobile phone, or maybe he crashed. Did he crash? No. Okay, it's just his mobile service cutting out there. Oh, I don't know if he still does it, but he used to at some point. Probably still does it. Oof. Uh-oh. Game stopped. What is the issue? Did someone crash? No, just bad internet. Oh god. Okay, it's just this one mother Goo. Okay. By the way, that is players do not see this. This is an observer bug because of the lags. That's interesting to see now. Yeah, we need to deal with that, but do not worry, the players don't see that. The game, like the observing, struggles if one of the players has connection lags. There's the Extractor, the third one. Wait, that's the fourth one already. Whoa, that's actually a lot. Okay, that, yeah, he needs to defend those. Oh, he's going for 5. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Oh god. Think he might try to cheese a little bit by getting away with a lot of eco. Wait, no, I don't know what he's doing right now. Maybe he's a little bit stressed himself right now because he's having a lot of resources in his bank right now. And this looks like another 4-mother Goo push. Last time he defended it very well. This time around, this looks dangerous. He's not even building out of all his advance. Oh god. Okay, Salami should know now that it's 4. Did he scout that one? No, he did not yet. He knows that it's 3 right now, but he assumes probably 4. And if you see 4 Extractors, you are like, okay, it's go time, because if they have 4 Extractors, they cannot have a lot of units. Keep in mind, like right now, the short economy is so much better than the Goo economy. Oh, he's rushing for Zenith. He needs another amplifier though. Wait, no, Max just need 1, I think. Do they need 1? I don't remember. If they only need one, then this is fine. And if he gets the marks out, he might be in a great spot. Okay, actually, Slimy does not try to punish this. He tries to eco up himself, going up to 6 Mother Goose. Let's see if the marks though... Yeah, those are marks. Okay. Really good to go for those, because tier 1 spam does not do well against them. The important part is you need to surprise your opponent. When they're clumped up, you shoot them with all your marks, and then you walk in with your army right away. And he goes for an Air Scout as follow-up, which is also really smart. So I guess he tries to go for a 4 Extractor push here, with marks instead of Klaxons. The issue is, once the Klaxons are gone, if it prolongs, like if the fights go too long, you do not have your Klaxons to protect you. You are reliant on your self-destructing bombers, which, you know, each and every one of them is a one-time use unit. Okay, let's see how this goes. Those clashes are bait, basically. He gets more Mother Goo, by the way. This is already really good. Okay, he goes for the focus fire. Oh no. This is not the ideal fight. Yeah, he should have gone for the drovers in the first place. This was a bit of a misplay here. Now he's not sure where to go with those, because the enemy's kind of split up already. Yeah, this was a misplay by Mermixer. He should have gone for the ones here, because then he could have killed like one more Mother Goo or something. Okay, now there are a lot of Tempests still. If you use them smart, if you hide with them on this high ground and he moves there, you can still fly, like use them. The issue now is, I think he really needs a Crucible now. He should add 1 Crucible. But yeah, sadly he butched the attack a little bit, like... Not looking good right now for the Shroud player. Okay, he tries to push now. It depends on the mark shots here. Go over the hills. Exactly, he goes over the hills. If he... Oh, he can fly in there now. He can fly in there now. Let's go. That was huge hits, and now he can probably... Oh, can he clean up the ground? There are no splits. He should split his units a little bit. He still cleans up, and he survives for now at least. He should not push now though. Oh no. There's no Crucible. Here's the money. Here's the money for the Crucible. 1.5k. Yeah, I think when it comes to these stressful situations, I think this is when, like, the weakness of Mermixer, that he has trouble spending his money while, like, a lot of things are going on, basically. And again, oh no, he cannot defend those. Salami, of course, always on top of it, always scouting, never letting the opponent get away with stuff like this. However, this central attack now, quite dangerous. Oh, but those Tempests. See, that's why you always need 1 Air Scout. Air Scouts have more like vision range than Tempest attack range. Have attack range. He dives for the Mother Goose, which is... It makes sense, because he loses the army anyways. But only 1 Mother Goo falls. And well, eco-wise, he's still in this. 6 against 4, but the issue is now the huge army coming up his base. And yeah, if he can defend this or not. This is not looking good, but we will have to wait and see how it develops. He has to build his plasma spike in his main, but let's see how it does. Yeah, you can see the DPS is a little bit higher now than used to. It burns quite nicely through those units. The issue though now is he completely stopped his production of everything. And I do not know why he sold his second amplifier. Because... we have a crash. Oof. Well, that happens once per tournament, I guess. Let's see. That sucks, but yeah, sometimes the game crashes. Like, it's not often, the whole tournament it didn't happen so far, but now it did. Let's see, maybe they're still in the game, though I was the host, so I don't think they should. But they're not writing anything yet, so maybe they are. Actually, let me check the Salami stream. Yeah, no, it is a crash. Damn. That's annoying. But we will look how we deal with this in a second. Okay. Wait, that's the wrong one. Never mind. That's not a replay. The replay is not existing. I need to think of how to deal with this. Because it was heavily favored into Salami's. Yeah, okay. So Salami gets the win for this one. The game just crashes. Sometimes that just happens. There's nothing you can really do about that. Yeah, because he had a critical lead. So now the bracket is reset, and we go to the best of 3 now to see who takes it all. So score is 0-0, and we are in the grand finals now. It happens. Basically, for Mermixer to come back into this, he needs to clean up his play a little bit. The main parts were in the last game, the Crucible, like he had the money for a Crucible, but he didn't go for one, and his indecisiveness with the marks. Because if he, when his clashers were fighting the Mother Goose, there were a lot of drovers there. He should have killed those, because then he would have killed a lot of Mother Goose and just take the loss on the one extractor at the top. He could have defended that anyways with reinforcements. But yeah, it's always easy to judge later, if you have all the vision and, Anyways, let's see if they have the first. Okay, Tax Retreat is the map. Goo versus Shroud. Imagine if he picks Beta now. I almost forgot the mod. Oh my god, that would be a disaster. Yeah, what Mermixer writes is actually really accurate, because Goo plays very different from the other races, so I can play like human, of course, very well. I can play Shroud also. Like, if I play with Mermixer, it's 50-50, more or less. But Beta is a little bit weaker, but also pretty decent. But Goo is another story, Sometimes you just fold with Goo if you're not an expert at it. And you can see also the opposite side, right? Salami got completely crushed with Beta, but with Goo he's doing a lot better. Of course, you could say that it is matchup balance also. Might certainly be true, but it's also just the gameplay is literally just way better, like his Goo than his Beta. Basically, if I look at the Beta, there's a lot I could point out. With the Goo, it's like only nitpicks, where you are paying really close attention and like, yeah, this is not 100% effective and stuff like this, or efficient rather. Anyways, Tux is a very simplified map, and this might help Mermixer here, because you cannot get flanked that hard if there are only 2 paths, Still possible, but it's simplified. Also, you have 4 extractors that are quite easy to defend. Oh, that was too greedy. The Mimic dies. Never fucking mind. It gets away. Gets away again. Yeah, now you can even see that he improves from the previous games. Now he moves away with this Mother Goo to make space for this for the second one that comes out of here. So now he can split this Mother Goo to here and here, and this Mother Goo to here and here. Oh, we have 4 extra. Oh my god. That's just a gamble. That is just straight up a gamble. He knows where the enemy's vision is. He knows it's just those 2 straders. So if Salami goes for eco, he will get away with it. And if Salami platoons, he dies. He just gambles straight up here. But honestly, it's fine. Like, if you know that it's a gamble and you just, you just choose to do this, then I think it's a good play. It's a bit different if you just, open, if you do not know where the enemy scout is and you just randomly open an arbitrary amount of extractors, because then you just, can just die. So what I would like to see here is you go either for Klexons. I think they're more solid than the Zenith. Zenith is, it's very good, but it's a tiny bit cheesy as well. If the enemy is super prepared, I can see it not being quite as effective. But no matter that, I think you shouldn't go for echoes here or unupgraded howlers. If you want to have something after the Klexons, it should be max. You should go for the Zenith right after. Because the Zenith not only deals heavy damage to those tier 1 ground units, it also forces the enemy to build anti-air, which is also not free, And every unit that is spent on anti-air is not a unit that can beat Klexons. But yeah, this is also just a better map for Shroud, because all those extractors are behind his production line. So yeah, the run-bys will be a lot weaker. We have 6 Mother Goose here already. And Mermixer is moving out for the 5th extractor. There's no crucible though. And you need to be careful. If there's no crucible, you are vulnerable to those mass drovers. Oh, but he really wants to go for another extractor. He's playing so greedy right now. I don't know. But he's also spamming a lot of tier 1, I guess. It's not like drovers invalidate clashers. It's just that they're really good against them. Honestly, those should attack the vent over here. Because if you get this free, this is so good to defend earlier. Like, much easier to defend this one than this one. And those clashers should get it, like, rather quickly down. Okay, yeah, he's going for this one. Not a big fan of that, but that's fine. Oh, he's going for upgraded howlers. Alright, he's switching it up now. Upgraded howlers are much weaker than they used to be, but against tier 1, especially drovers, they should still be decent. I don't know if they're better than Klexons though. I guess they deal with both drovers and striders. Oh, he's going for the counter attack. He does not want to protect his extractor, it seems like. Maybe he wants to. Not quite sure yet. No, he's pathing wrong. Okay, he's just indecisive. Never mind then. Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves coming in as well, being in the finals of a tournament. Playing against such a good player. And they are the upgraded howlers now. Not what they used to be, but they're still doing AoE damage at tier 1. Okay, that was a sell, by the way. So he only lost like 400 resources for 50, something like that. For 50 I believe it is, you lose half. And one thing still holds true, even with the weaker howler, you need higher tier. Because they still shoot so fast that you cannot really dodge them with your drovers, and you can see they will just die to them. Oh, by the way, this aversion field is really nice. Makes it so he doesn't get surprised by enemy units in the brush. Alright, this looks actually quite decent here for Mr. Mermixer, but he needs to be careful. Those houses are at the front lines right now. Oh, this brush is such a good defensive position. Oh, but he doesn't get quite there. But so many reinforcements. Honestly, I think, yeah. I think this might just be game right here. The Howler still a decent unit, as we can see here, on the back of his greedy gamble opening. And yeah, this should just be it, honestly. They still shred through those drover masses. Okay, the mother go on the high ground is still a little bit scary, but yeah. Okay, he tries to go for the surround, but oh, he knows. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, there we have the... this is not a surround. This is not a surround. This time he's attacking from one angle alone, and yeah, this is not going to be enough. And there's the 1-0 lead once again for Mermixer. Like the last series, but the difference is now he just needs one more. Alright. Which maps are left? We have a maximum of 2 games left, so Skat Plateau, alright. We see Skat again, I think we saw that in this matchup again. Honestly, I hope we go to game 3 here. That would be quite exciting. Mermixer right PMing me his insights right now that he might play his old school style again. He just said he might just play this old school style again of obviously massing howlers because Salami is playing so heavily on tier 1, which is kind of what Shroud used to do, but with QuickScript and Vorp mod it's not like... I mean, he is having huge success with it, you can of course do it, but it's always... you need to get stuff done with your units to not fall off behind, because if both players just sitting there and attacking and messing up, then the guy with better tech wins. Anyways, we have Skat Plateau, cross spawn. So Mermixer told me he might go for the 4 Extractor play again, where he just builds them all over the map basically, and if he gets attacked somewhere, he just builds up somewhere else, I guess. The thing is, on cross spawn again, the higher extractor count is harder to punish. So I don't know, because I don't know if Salami got for it, even if he scouts that there are no advance. Also, there's always the tiny risk that you miss the advance, because of course the building range grows with each extractor, and it might be like, like this or something once you have 4. I don't even know, maybe even further. We have 3 extractors at least. Oh my god, this one would be so greedy. That is right. Oh no. This one might bite him if he got... No. Where did he build? He built it in his main. Okay, that's the correct choice. Oh, it's 3 advance this time. Probably because he sees this drover in his base. He probably wants to, not trigger the opponent to rush over there. But yeah, on 4-player maps there's a little bit of randomness involved when they scout you and how they scout you and where the mother goose are positioned when they see you. Because if Salami went like for center and then he sees that you don't have advance, then he can just rally over. But if he's all the way down here, then it's you have a much tougher time getting your units over there. The 3 extractor meaning death is specifically on 2-player maps. On 4-player maps, only if you're unlucky, basically. And I think we will see the howlers again. I think he wants to go for that. this time, maybe we see 8 Mother Goose from Salami. And yeah, there's the Howler tech. We will see Howlers again. And yeah, the solution to Howlers, of course, large proteins. The issue, the artillery of Goo is a little bit unreliable because their projectile flies very slow and can be shot out of the air with anti-air as well. And the other option are destructors, but they require an upgrade. So both of them, you know, a little bit awkward for Goo, but I still believe that large proteins are probably the way to go. Or you ensure that you have a 6th round, but that is really like 270 degrees or something of units. That's what you need to, if you want to use Drovers and Striders to beat Howlers. Because upgrade Howlers have one purpose, and that is shredding tier 1. It used to be able to shred everything because it had more range, more radius, and more damage, I think. Now it still does a lot of damage, but the range is lower, so they cannot kite anymore. They used to be able to kite almost everything. Okay, no, that's Tempest. Okay, he's going for Tempest. Tempest are a solution, I guess. The issue is they also are not that high on HP. Yeah, but if you fight on nearby hills, then they can deal with them. But that's a weird one. That's a weird one. I thought you went for the artillery upgrade, like for the what are they called? Crescents. It's quite a scary army, but yeah. He needs to walk all over the map. On this map, it's not as easy as Tux Retreat to, you know, just walk into your enemy base. Because it's just much bigger than... Oh my god. The game even lags for a second there. This is considered a meme strategy, by the way. If it works, that would be kind of crazy. I guess it can work. Did we buff that? I don't know if we buffed that. I don't think so. I think we just reduced their anti-air AoE radius because that was a bit silly. But yeah, both armies here are glass cannons. The issue is if they both just walk towards each other, one glass cannon beats the other one, and that's the shroud one. Because the Howlers are just more burst damage and more range. So yeah. Goo needs to surround. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh, but again? Okay, those are only drovers, never mind. It was saying that he again has 2 attacks at the same time, but this one's not really an attack because you cannot kill extractors with those. Regardless. Wait, he's just camping on 3 extractors and just okay, that's a shroud all in right there. That's oh my god, what are we doing here? This, you may not like it, but this is what peak Grey Goo looks like. This is such a weird game because both are kind of just sitting there and building their army up. Like we are on 3 extractors at the 7-minute mark. I've never seen such a poor shroud player. Wait, oh my god, he's pulling Mother Goose? Was it? That was a misclick, right? Yeah, that was a misclick. Okay. There was a misclick indeed. I think Salami is also very confused as to where the enemy eco is. Because it just does not exist. Okay, he's pulling some Malgus. I guess he just wants to conquer the center. This is so weird. And now oh no, Mermixer is about to see it. He's like, oh no, he's not going to, oh my god, he's not going to see it. This is hilarious. I don't even know if Tempest beat Howlers. I legit don't know. Both don't have any HP basically. Both have 100. Both deal AoE damage. Now he's like, what the hell? Oh my god. Okay, I think the Tempest win? Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, I love this. But yeah, I think Salami just wins, I guess. Well, there's a lot of damage going on here, but the issue is Goo can just run away with like some Mother Goose. And Shroud doesn't really have anything after they lose their base. Oh, he tries to rebuild somewhere, but he doesn't have a lot of building range because he has only 5 extractors. What the hell, man? Oh, this is interesting. But honestly, respectable blind counter with the Tempest. Yeah. But also, I think it's questionable what Mermixer did, because he just stayed on 3 extractors. Like, I understand going for the howlers, but I still think you need to expand your economy at normal pace. But he basically just sat there on 3 extractors for way too long. Okay, he still tries to fight with this army, but there's no way this is enough. And yeah, he just has 2 extractors that keep him alive, keep him in the game. But he cannot even rebuild anywhere because his entity is down. Yeah, there's no way. No way in hell. I mean, he needs to go in right now because the enemy's still building units. Yeah, there's no way. How much range do these have? It doesn't tell, that's just the anti-air range. But yeah, now he doesn't have any air units any longer, so he cannot be... Yeah, no. This is over. Okay, it looks like we have game 3 in the reset. So the last game possible will end one way or the other. In just a moment. And there's the GG. Okay, Battle Wasteland is the last one. And this one is the correct one. Fresh out of Vorp's workshop, I guess. Let's hope that Vorp didn't add any bugs into the map. Shroud versus Goo. He played on this map already. So he does have knowledge indeed. Alright, final map, final series. We had some really weird games today, but also some really nice ones. The last one was more in the weird category because both just sat there, but one of them didn't expand while sitting there. And then we won that expanded one. Okay, in the top side we have Mermixer playing as Shroud, and in the bottom side Salami playing as Goo on Battle Wasteland. This map also a very open one. And the series is dead even. Remember that they faced each other in brackets. Mermixer won this 2-0, but it was against Shroud, so the Shroud mirror. Then Salami beat Mermixer in the finals, and now we have the reset finals, and it's 1-1. So both players have won over each other already. And now it will be decided by whatever wonky stuff they try to pull now. Hello, Mr. Salami. We are at the PC or AFK? Alright. Alright. A little bit lost mining time there, but nothing big, of course. We have 3 extractors. But I guess Salami hasn't played too aggressive today, so I guess he gets away with it. The thing is, if you always do the 3 extractor thingy, even if your opponent doesn't scout, they can just say, screw it, I go in with small proteins blindly, and they will just win. But I guess if it's the final match of the tournament, you don't really want to do that. By the way, perfect time, like a length of tournament today. 4.5 hours right now. So should be, yeah, sub 5 hours, I guess, which is nice. Not too short and not too long. Anyways, we have 4 extractors again. Last time that went really well for Mermixer when he got 4 out. And yeah, there's no way Salami is attacking anytime soon. He's just sitting at the bottom of the map, gathering his resources. The one thing I'm asking myself is, does Salami know that large protein units exist? I assume we will see the Howler play. Oh my god, he's going for it right away. Again. Last time it looked impressive, but it was also just because of Mermixer not expanding. But it looks like it's the same strategies once again. Mermixer though this time with a little bit more economy, and I do hope that he still keeps on adding it. That is the one really hard thing if you play against Goo. Versus Goo, your vision is much more limited than the Goo player's vision, and oh no, that's a big deal actually. Huge deal. Because now he doesn't have any scouts on the map and people hate to build another mimic. I think you even need to tech for that, 2 amps. But I think it just has to send out a clasher because look at this, there are 7 Mother Goose right now. You need more extractors than this. Okay, this time he's building a Zenith earlier than last time. That is quite important. Reversely though, I don't think Salami should attack now. So he doesn't know either that how much army there is. Is the upgrade done though? Oh, it's not done yet. But to be fair, so far it's only clashers anyways. The funny thing is, once Tempest hit the field, it's kind of reverse. You do not want to be clumped up as Shroud anymore. Well, technically no race wants to ever be clumped up. You always want to have a big arc to attack your enemy in, but the importance changes. 4 against 7 Mother Goods, that's... It's not like last time where it's just so problematic, but it's not quite what we want. 5 seconds left! Oh no. He needs to retreat now. Salami might catch him. The upgrade is done. Last second. That was literally last second. The drawers tried to go for the Howlers, but the Goo army gets erased here. Salami attacked before his tech was done. His tech is done now. This was just a visual bug for observers, don't worry about it. His tech is done now, but he just lost his army before that. That's like a classical misplay that a lot of people do. You move out right before the thing you invested so much in finishes. Okay, now, of course, Mermixer is eager to attack, but he needs to be careful. If he gets caught off guard by the Tempest again, he might be in trouble once more. against those Tempests, what would you want to build? I guess Clashers are good. Klaxons are really good in this situation. They charge in and they do not care that much about this damage. And yeah, now he knows again what the deal is. How fast are they? They are 110. How fast are those? They are 130. 125. Okay. He will get away, so he needs to prepare a huge concave here for the Goo player to run into. Just split your army and attack at once. Okay, he tries it in a little bit smaller scale, but still. It's a big concave. Oh, and the Tempests are taking a lot of damage, but they're also dealing quite a lot. I have no clue who's winning. Goo player maybe? Is Goo winning? Looks good for Goo. But keep in mind they also have ammo, and when they run out of ammo they cannot shoot anymore. But also they regenerate fast enough. Okay, now I don't know who's winning this, to be honest. The one issue I see here is that someone has issues spending their money once more. There is a 6th Extractor though, so Eco right now is good for Mermixer again. Oh god, there's so many units though. Oh god, he needs to retreat. Oh, those are run by force. Maybe. He wants to build some Striders to kill Extractors. I don't know, this looks like a misread to be honest right now. It would be so sick though if he sends Striders up here, like 8 or something. Yeah, that's what he's going for. Okay, so Lamy took a hit. He is behind now, but this play could bring it right back. Really good play here, knowing that the army right now of the enemy is stronger, so I just retreat and attack on a weak spot. And oh, the air scouts. It takes a lot of attention to keep it alive as well against mass in the air. And those 2 Extractors will probably go down. As we have a huge Strider. Oh, instant reaction though. Okay, he sails it off. Saying off is, yeah, it's alright I guess. It's not what you want, but 50% you get back. Oh god, he has 3.2k in his bank. Again, one of the weaknesses, not quite the multitasking there to perfectly spend his money while a lot is going on. But he will get another Mother Goo in return. Are you kidding me? It survives. He should keep 2 Clashers here. And now Salami is pushing in again. Oh god. This is actually a close game here again. But this might look better for Salami here. Because Mermixer is a little bit out of position. Okay, he goes back to defend. He doesn't go for the counter attack. This might be the better option. He still has a huge eco behind this. Just doesn't manage to spend his money quite. The only thing is if those amps go down, that would be a big loss for him. However, he manages to split up his enemy army, and killing Extractors right now is actually a trap for Salami to fall into, because money is not the issue here. He can actually rebuild it with his huge bank and he still has money left. Oh, this is so annoying now. You need to have air units to scout this, but you need to be also careful because you cannot see up the hills. Like you die if you go too close. Still, the air scouts have a higher range than the Tempest can fire, but it still takes a bit of multitasking. Also, there's the blind fire option. But right now, the army of Mermixer is huge, and he will get another kill here. But has a huge run by coming up again, killing 2 more now. That would be starting to get scary here. And he will get at least 1. Oh, he needs to react right away. He will get 1. So it's 3 against soon to be 6 Mother Goose, I guess. Or if this Mother Goose. Oh my god, he doesn't have brush vision there. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. The thing is, Mermix is almost maxed out. His army will crush Salami's army. Holy, this is actually a sick last game. Seeing Tempest being a viable way to deal with mass howlers is such an interesting thing to see. But I do not think it holds up in the long run. I think that the howlers just deal with it a little bit better. But the eco, that's the thing. Right now, he's in death ball mode. He's just having one big clump, and as I established earlier, you want to have many small armies. Like Salami has some here, some here, some here. He has less units on the field, but he's the one doing damage, which should not be the case if everything goes to plan. I know that this is scary to do that versus Shroud, versus Goo, I mean, but you still gotta do it, especially if he has such a big army. Because if he just runs over now and tries to end the game, Salami will hide on the hills, will run to every direction with his Mother Goo, while his army kills Mermixer's army. Oh, he's maxed out, and he doesn't attack. Once you max out, just move out. Just attack. Obviously not everything at once, but just attack on different fronts. Oh, this is so annoying by Salami. Because now he needs to blind fire again. Oh god, no, so loses everything. And oh god, he flies in again. Needs to be careful. Yeah, he will lose a lot here, but he still has the huge army left, so it's kind of fine. Oh, he loses it again. What a game. And I have the feeling that if Mermixer loses, he will be quite tilted, because this is such an annoying playstyle. He's sitting on these hills, and you need air vision to see them, but those things are anti-air units mainly. They obviously are great against light ground units as well, as we can see, but their primary function is anti-air. Now he goes, this again, way too big of a counter attack. Just split up your units. But both players are going in with one huge army. The thing is, if this army is enough somehow, then... But it's not enough. It's never enough for this. Okay, I like this. He puts everything together to just defend his main now. And he needs to move out with everything else and go for the Mother Goose. But he actually needs to split the damn units up here. Alright, Salami is going in with a huge attack wave. But keep in mind, those units, they are big, but not... I guess the ratio of power to size is not that good for those Goo units. As we can see, Shroud is fighting quite effectively here, but it might still be too much. Yeah, he's still just one big clump. One big clump. I think Salami has got it, even though he's behind in supply. But yeah, he's just evading everything. While Mermixer struggles to defend or deal damage, I guess. And yeah, this is over. Okay, it's a GG. And Salami takes it. But we had some very nice games today, and this one was honestly also fine, very nice, because Mermixer was in a winning position there, but Salami managed to just evade everything and be very annoying. But yeah, great games though. Yeah, so that's it for this tournament. You can check out the Discord link below, where the Great Goo community is, where everyone hangs out that plays the game. And yeah, you can join in there. I will look how many people are interested in another tournament, and maybe at some point we will have another one, or definitely at some point, just not sure how soon. And yeah, that's it for today, and I guess see you next time around. Goodbye.